Oh, it says I'm live. It must mean I'm live. Good morning. How you doing? I don't know why we're tuning into another meeting here, but something's happened to Sam Lee over the night there. We've got Bob in the background. You got some gossip for us, or some happenings perhaps? Something to do with Sam Lee?
Yeah.
You gonna tell us?
Yeah, and anybody associated with Sam Lee might be in some meet.
Ooh, I know a lady. I've got echo already. Let's see if I can get rid of that. Oh, we're going live straight away. Okay.
So a German lady is in the meeting with a different alias.
Oh, here we go. Gotta figure out where my sound's doubled up there.
Oh, Chantel's on the meeting.
Hold up.
I'm sorry.
No, we've got.
Yeah, I just saw her.
Hold up. We've got.
Oh, she just tried to hide herself.
A Chantel in there.
I just saw her.
Oh, that's great.
I think she just tried to hide. She just took her cam off.
I've got.
Yeah, she's the co-host.
I've got double
nice
sounds
picture.
now. I'm trying to figure out where my double sounds coming from. I can't find them. All right, I'll get you in a second, guys.
Oh, new guy. Good picture of you.
Gallery view.
Owen.
I still can't figure out where my sound's coming from. It's crazy. Anyway, we'll get the pictures up. We'll have to forget about the sound for a bit. I'm going to turn my mic off for a bit.
A picture of the bomb. I'm like 10 times.
Oh yeah, good. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Oh, here we go. Another bunch.
Oh, everything guy's name. She actually put her real name this time.
So Chantel thinks she can come back.
Yeah, she's the co-host. If she's still here.
Oh, I can't believe she's come back. I'm still trying to figure out where my double sounds coming from. Might be a second. I'm just trying to figure that out. Okay, I must it's not coming from my phone. What's this?
Oh, who's this guy? Picture of you.
Okay, get some sound going.
That's why I missed it. You gotta get that card.
All right, we've got leave sound. Who's got the wee beer? That looks quite good. What do you reckon? They'll be testing, still testing today because everything's going out there, isn't it? They just need to. Did you hear what Shavis? Sorry, if you haven't heard the latest, they're claiming that Lucky's done 20 trades. And how do I get rid of this bloody sound? Hold it, working on this, guys. Can't figure out where the second sound's coming from. So we're and I can't see it for looking. So okay, there must be another window open on my computer, and I'm frantically shutting down 1,000 windows. Have I fixed it?
New co-host. Who's this new?
No, I can still hear my sound twice. Oh, log into MetaMask.
Yeah.
Maybe me in the meeting. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Found it. Oh, that was hard work. God, I must have had like 200 tabs open. I found 4 sites. What's happening?
Take a picture of her.
Okay, we're going to read the riot act, are they? And I'll try to get the sound going for this computer now, but for some reason it doesn't want to connect.
Chantel is presenting, maybe?
Maybe.
She's the couple.
Just going to go into...
Because I don't know who Izzy is. Lynn is a new person.
Izzy's Dizzy. Is that the one? Izzy Dizzy?
Noek is always in here. Zoe is new.
All right. I'm trying to get sound. I only listen to the riot act, but why is the sound not
These
happening?
people are...
Maybe I use the sound instead.
Name. Thank you.
I might grab this sound instead. We should...
You don't really need sound for the first bullshit part.
Like for PSO, you know.
Either provided by
There
or
we go.
Created by We're All Satoshi.
I'm not sure if everyone can hear
belongs
that.
solely to
can't,
We're
we'll
All
be
Satoshi. All IPs are protected.
Oh, IPs
Anyone
were
copying
protected, and we're
IP
not even a
using
company.
Or reselling any We're All Satoshi product without express permission risks serious legal
position. And how are you going to sue me? Under what company?
Live streaming or social media sharing of We're All Satoshi
exactly what we do every morning.
Is strictly prohibited. Downloading and re-uploading presentations without
guilty judge.
Law and
put me in a courtroom.
And then I guess the Indian group. Is you have to sue all of them.
Yeah, that's right. Oh no, they were pick the ones.
I am so glad that Marion and
she's so glad
Mario and Downtown Fred are here.
Downtown Fred.
You, thank you all so much for
being
here, especially Patricia, who's just ready to go, as well as Huang Lei. Huang Lei, good to see you here today.
Good to see you here today.
Again, get out your...
Now, can people hear Grace talking in the background?
Notebooks, please.
Oh, who wants a friggin' notebook shoved up your backside, eh?
To want to take notes on what you hear during this.
You got your notebook out there, Bob?
Your questions. So if we ask who has questions, C minor will raise his hand real quickly and say, "I have a question." So will you, Jude Kind. It is good to see all of you here today.
I've got a backup camera in case we lose today. And now I've got double echo. What the heck? What the heck?
She has been in this industry for quite some time.
God,
More importantly,
God, you just can't win.
Fascinating.
Shut off because I got you on there.
Oh
my God. Oh, are you still there, Bob?
25 years in various countries, especially the continent of Africa, which is a personal favorite for me. And she was also successful in this particular industry, having reached the very high.
Someone's got their hand up. They just got kicked out. Not allowed to ask questions here.
More importantly, and is that she is a team person. She believes in
why the hell have we still got music going?
So she is
bit of a shambles here, guys.
With you how
you're kidding me. Don't say it's Chantel. She thought she'd come back, has she?
Wonderful world of Woz
can't be.
Works as
all right.
A team, because affiliate marketing is all about teamwork. So I look forward to you sharing and hearing from her as she shares her views on this, especially this presentation. Thank you so much, Chantel.
Oh my God, Chantel's back. Has she been on holiday then? I thought we scared her off. Let's bring her up, everybody.
Wow.
I'm trying to figure out the audio here, guys. So it is. I might have to lose one here.
Before I'm starting the presentation, I really want to just say a few words.
Oh, here we go.
To the leaders that are coming here every single day and that are ready. Your role in coaching your new people and your team is absolutely invaluable.
I can't get rid of that music, guys.
Today's presentation might give you the extra
and
motivation.
It is a pleasure to be the host for this event for you. This event is all about you, for you. Thank you for being away.
We are going to radically and exponentially change our time
Is that right?
on that.
General disclaimer. Welcome to the We're All
At most,
Satoshi official
let me go
presentation
straight into
on
this
affiliate
presentation.
marketing.
I don't know what's happening here, guys. It's like I'm
All
on two
presenters are providing these
different
services on a volunteer
Zooms,
basis.
and it looks like the sound's
Their
on two
views,
different. I'm trying to
thoughts,
figure it
and
out. It's a bit
opinions
complicated.
do not necessarily reflect those of the organization. While we aim for accuracy, errors may occur. All content is for informational purposes.
But it
only.
is like we are
Views may be
behind.
yours alone.
Legal
So we
disclaimer.
advise conducting
You are
thorough
viewing
It's
research
really
a We're All
weird.
Satoshi official
It's like I'm in
presentation
a
on affiliate
overflow
marketing
room.
2.0.
Attendees accept these terms 2.0. All products, services, their component
All right.
parts, and operating
Now,
methods
about now, my
processes,
computer will shit itself
either
and we'll lose
provided
everything.
by
So don't be
or
alarmed if I
product
disappear.
without express permission. Downloading and re-uploading presentations without permission
But for
violates
some
copyright
reason,
law
Marianne
and may
and
lead to legal.
here
we
as well as you
seem
guys.
to be 5
Thank
minutes
you
behind
all,
on one
as well
sound
again
and
to us.
broadcasting
Please
another picture.
become here down your questions. City Minor will raise his hand real quickly and say, I have time. The presenter that you are about to hear, she, more importantly, has been success various the person also having reached the as more and more importantly, as a team person. She believes in here to share with you how this wonderful world of WAS works and works and is all about
900 odd
team
people in here at the moment.
So I look on this as for being here with that.
Wow. Well, something's gone unusual today. It is,
Wow, thank you very much for that introduction, Grace. And thank you for the team that is supporting me today. And thank you for every single person.
This meeting is being recorded.
For taking this opportunity that I'm about to share with Asian to the leader team Asian might give you so that you can do your are going to radically and exponentially change our time when we see how far Boomerang is. So on that note, let me go straight into this presentation
all
for
right.
today.
So we're going to, for some reason, we're behind, as I said, but that doesn't stop me wanting to ring up Chantel and put her off because she'll be thinking she's probably had a pep talk with everybody and she's decided to come back.
Their component parts and operating methods.
Let's destroy her.
Of a community that is we are all. It was established in the name and the spirit of
Now we're ringing her.
Nakamoto, who was the developer.
And as we are delayed,
if you are new to this,
and we're ringing Chantel at the moment, and we're going to ring her employers today and see if they know that she's still
he's
promoting this.
also that we're providing, because this company called Affiliate Marketing 2.0 is centered around a truly innovative and disruptive technology development team.
That's what we're trying to do.
Under the leadership.
Phone's ringing.
He and his
Chantel.
team have about that. Next to that, communities, and together with their team and his team, they have created a vision he has. It is good to know
928 people. They've popcorned a lot of people out of here by the look of it.
The power over the way that you are wanting to work.
Trying to find me.
Or through products, or through
Good morning, everybody. Haven't had a chance to say hi to the chat room. Mayhem was normal. We'll get there in a minute.
You can't create.
I have a feeling we're going to jump the sound and all of a sudden catch up to real time. But at the moment, it seems like we're 3 minutes behind with sound, and the pictures you're looking at are coming from another Zoom session.
140 years of, well, I'm telling you about that, years with the development program. And they identified a few things.
And that was me ringing her. Let's see if we can hear a phone ringing in the background when we catch up to the same time that would have been happening.
Slowing down the compared to new technology.
Now, what have we got in the chat room? Sam.
Are maybe
he's a liar.
And the transaction
well,
costs
right,
not high that it can't be a fast. So they saw that as an opportunity and they set themselves a challenge and they found Bitcoin. But the block and the uniqueness of 21 million Bitcoins, BTCC, Bitcoin codes, and we're also doing that over a period of 140 years.
Shows you
But
people are getting sick of this, though,
there is
because there is actually
space.
only 900
as a miner,
and 18 in the
you don't
meeting.
need a machine that might last you only 3 to 5 years. You just need to buy what we
Oops,
call
wrong window.
an NFT that can mine. And you
That's
think,
our thumbnail
how is
for
that
today.
possible? This is brilliant of his team. Fungible tokens, maybe through pictures. But there's also such a thing.
I'm going to bring up
that's
3
called a
websites too,
utility NFT.
and tell
And
you,
utility
see if you
NFT
can
just means it can
spot
do
the
something. And in this case,
similarities.
they were able to make it mine. So therefore, you can, when you purchase your first miner, that is a miner that can run for 140 years.
140 years. Who came up with that stupid number, eh?
It doesn't have the problems that hardware are having. And you can
We're
choose
having.
at which level you come in. It can be a $50 miner, a GT1X, or $500 miner, that is a 10X, or a 5,000 miner, that is a 100X. The difference is kind of like horsepower. You choose what your entry point is and of this business. This business is making technology available for anywhere ready for it, so that everybody can mend
At last,
who you are,
I think
where
I've
you were
managed to
born.
get
And
control
this
of
is
my
why
sound.
we as leaders are.
Whoop, crackle, snap,
And then
pop.
there's a second product that is amazing, and that is Boomerang. It's a fascinating concept, and it combines the elements arbitrage trading,
Oh, I've missed you,
artificial
Chantal.
intelligence, smart.
But we'll write to your the Brain
and
Trust
zero
in South Africa and ask them if you're a partner in that business and why you're still promoting these Ponzi schemes and scams, and see what they say, eh?
What is arbitrage? But because we're doing this in a crypto environment, it is buying and selling a crypto asset. And because
Well,
it
let's
is
ring her
a
up
crypto
again
asset,
just to
we're buying and selling
see if we
assets
can.
because
This
that's
time
what
I'll use
buying
a
and selling
video
is
because then my
taking place.
face pops up on the screen, I think.
So what you do is you buy something at a low price and you sell something at a higher price.
Boomerang is
In
stupid,
between
well said.
is the margin, the profit, and that is yours.
Oh, I see.
You heard artificial intelligence. Yes, this is a system where
I
artificial
heard no
intelligence is
intelligence
making
or
sure
little
that
intelligence.
every single person who is above 18 can participate in this, because everybody can learn how to trade because the computer is doing it for you.
Oh, is that right? Well, can you prove that?
When a computer is doing it for you automatically, it is either called a robot
something
or
you may be
artificial
interested in
intelligence. Here,
is
artificial intelligence
a
means
document.
the intelligence of
We'll bring that
machines
up.
or software, as opposed to the
This document
intelligence
shows
of
that they are
living
not
beings,
a DAO. They've
primarily humans.
had it archived, which
And
means
this
they are not
artificial
an entity.
intelligence
They are
in-
not an
in
organization.
our,
They are, in
setup
fact,
is providing us the market opportunities, is executing
here we
the
go.
sale,
This
the
is
purchase
affiliate
and
marketing
and sales. But it is also
3.0
making sure that there's
and
no loss.
archived.
It is a
It's
zero
been
loss
dissolved.
system that we're offering.
This entity has
because they
come
make
to the
sure
end
that if
of
a
its life
transaction
cycle
is
and
not
can no longer be
delivering the
reinstated.
results
And
that
this
it
is
should be
the
giving,
DAO,
they
affiliate
simply
marketing
abort the transaction.
3.0
And therefore, it
DAO,
is safe to
LLC.
experiment.
This is
And
the
that
company
is
they
so
claim to be,
important with new
and this is
technology.
them.
When you're learning
So that
about
tells
new
you a lot about them, doesn't
technology,
it?
it is
Eh?
important to be able to test. It is important to be able to experiment without losing
Did
half
you like
of your
that, Tiger?
capital.
Nice to see you here,
And
mate.
that's what ShaveZ's and his team
I
created.
couldn't read your message
And
properly
I've
yesterday, did
heard
I?
that it's
Couldn't
even
quite figure it out.
become further
Oh, shut up,
successful
Chantal.
than what
I'm
we
talking.
tested already. So how is it possible this works? It works on the
Let's ring her
basis
on a
of
normal
smart
phone
contracts. And a smart
and see if
contract
her
is
phone
defined
rings,
as a
because that was
digital
on Telegram.
agreement that is signed and stored on a blockchain network. And it executes automatically the contract terms and conditions when those are met. And those terms and conditions are also written in a very specific blockchain programming language, so
Cheers.
solidarity. So to say it simple,
All right, this should get her
there's a
phone ringing.
contract
Unless
and
she's
it
turned the
has
phone
rules.
off.
There's an event that triggers that the rules need to start working.
There she goes.
Then there's the execution.
Phone's ringing.
Of the
Hear it
preset
vibrating?
program.
That's me
And
ringing
then there's
here.
the real-time settlement, and all of that. might
Thomas,
take
well done you. Look at
15
Thomas on the
seconds,
screen.
maximum 30.
Hey, that's
you
me.
might think that's all very nice. I would love to do this, but I might not have the
Thomas,
money
I didn't
for it
have you
because
on. I
trading
hold it you
sounds
there.
expensive. And this is where there's something.
Thomas, you
really
should see
unusual,
Thomas on the screen.
because this is in the decentralized finance world.
Come
where
on,
everything is
wait for it
based
to
on
load up,
contracts.
Thomas.
There is a new level.
If you
of
put your hand up
trust
again, they
being
will
built.
kick you.
And that is done by DeFi flash loans. In a
I
DeFi
can see you on the other
flash
screen.
loan, within that 30-second transaction, 15 to 30
Show non. Hold it, we'll get you there, Thomas.
transaction, the loan is given to you,
Funny,
and it's
Tom.
also paid back in the transaction.
No, it's just taking a while for
And
my computer to catch
therefore,
up, unfortunately.
the risk is
But
completely
you're still on the
different.
stage, even though you put
Some
your hand up. They haven't
people
kicked you off.
go to these kind of things. No, it's part of our protocol. So there are no middlemen and no lenders.
All right, so we ring her up
involved in
again. Listen to the phone vibrate when I ring her.
So this is what it looked like.
Vibrating phone.
Imagine that the AI has given you an opportunity where you can purchase something for 10 Ethereum and sell it
Phone's
for 11
vibrating.
Ethereum. Then this is where it starts, and you say, yes, I'm going ahead. And this is where it starts. It starts with a flash
Chantel,
loan
pick up your phone.
that the AI is organizing for you, which is the 10 Ethereum. And then it starts going to the decentralized
think we're
exchange
putting her
where
off.
the asset
That's
is
good.
undervalued, and it purchases it for 10 Ethereum.
I can't see why you're not
When
popping
it
up on the
has, it
stage
goes
there,
to the
Thomas. Let's have a
decentralized
look. I'll
exchange
get
where
you on
the
there first.
asset is overvalued.
You're going to turn your camera on and say good
sells
morning?
it. So
Don't
when
do
the
it yet.
cash
Wait
flow
till I
of
get
11
my shit in
Ethereum is
order. This
coming
is
in, it then settles the flash loan with a little bit of
a little
interest
bit
for
of
the
interest.
Flash loan providers. And the rest
And
of
they're
that, which
flying
is
dark
about
at the moment. This is
1
what it's
Ethereum
like when you're
profit,
flying an
is
airplane
going
dark
straight
and you don't know what
into
the hell's happening with the
your
company. Shavas,
MetaMask.
theoretically, it's all ready to
So
go. And
this is so
Lucky
important.
is
Your
doing
MetaMask
testing
is
of
a
the
non-custodial
bot.
wallet.
That's
It
the
means
story
it's
they're going
under
with.
your control.
Crazy, isn't it?
Nobody can work with it unless you give permission. And this is what is wonderful, because
It is
here
wonderful.
you decide when you want to
And
trade.
we haven't
with
launched
how much
for,
you want
was
to
it now?
trade,
What are we up to?
and
109
you receive immediately the
days?
profits
109
without
days.
any interference or anyone
Hey,
able
Lucky.
to stop it.
Test the arbitrage. We need more crypto. I made 50 cents,
Blockchain is
Shavas.
working with a lot of code.
Getting rich on
but
this?
Therefore, we're
Yeah,
creating
right.
apps that are making it easy to work within it.
Oh,
In this
there's a
case,
failed
they
company.
are called
Oh,
dApps,
seeing something
decentralized
different.
apps.
Oh, Promise
And
United.
as I said to you, the protocol starts with
Where are we?
showing
Uh-oh, she's breaking up. It's hard to do.
different pairs. Here you see a number of pairs. For example, a Webmatic versus a USDC.
Oh, no, this doesn't look good. We
And
could
the-
die. We
and
could
the
crash any moment.
Anticipated profit would be 1.222.
Oh, there we go. We're back.
A trade, because this whole community has been beta testing.
I might have to
the
spotlight you,
protocol,
Thomas.
And that has been recorded.
Show contact.
We are showing you the steps that belong to that protocol that we just wrote
Oh,
out.
here we go. Participants.
Bear in mind that in the coming days, at this moment, we are already
famous,
testing
Thomas.
the next level, which is the minimum viable product. And in the coming days, we're
See if we can
going
get you up
live
here.
with the MVP, which will have a different interface, and it will be even easier and smoother to use as an
Something's not
interface.
right
But
today.
the principal steps are
At
exactly
least we've
the
got
same.
sound.
So
That's
this
most
is
important.
really a great video to just share.
Ring you again, Chantal? Should we ring you again on the normal phone? Here we go. I can do that. Recent phone calls.
Is refreshed.
See
So
if you
you always
vibrate.
make sure that your dApp is refreshed. Otherwise, click on the refresh button
Phone's ringing,
meantime,
Chantal.
you go
Chantal.
to the
Chantal Lily.
market opportunities. And
There
here
goes
you see
the big
all market
raspberry.
opportunities. Make sure you reset
Look at
it
your phone,
also, if
Chantal.
you have the latest newest one.
There you want it.
Here, USDT, USDC.
Can't seem to bring you up on the screen there, Thomas. So sorry
Let's
about
try
that.
this one. If this is working, USDT. And then put in 1,000.
Mailbox number.
You won't put
And
that
then
number
we
on
go
here.
to USDC. USDCE. Yeah.
Where's Thomas?
No, 9.5. Let's confirm. 0.95.
Thomas, you're still there. I can see you. But then are you there? That's the question.
See
Uh,
performance.
Got one of my Avengers on the stage, but I can't bring him up for some reason.
Now it's buying the crypto with the flash loan.
Oh, I know
Sending
you're
it from
still
one
there. I thought
exchange
you
to
got
the other. Transaction is completed.
Speaker view.
Website is refreshing.
Hide
Let's see if we can do another
non-video
one.
participants.
And it was USDT. Let's put in 500. If we can do a 500 trade.
What I might do is lose one of my
And
internet
we click here,
connections.
use the CE.
That may be causing a problem, and it may give us a bit more bandwidth. I don't think we need it today.
1.07. I say confirm.
So right click, and that will get us.
Waiting for the confirmation from MetaMask.
Hopefully that will
Confirm.
shut down.
Now again, buying with the flash loan, the crypto on one exchange, send it to
Mhm.
another exchange, selling it there,
Here it is.
paying back the flash loan, and sending the profit. If it happens, you get the
Right.
message.
Oh, I know
when
what I
it
need to
starts
do.
happening. Yeah,
I need
transaction
to.
complete. So let's see if we
Oh,
can
you'd
do
think
another
that
one.
after doing this for 400 years, I'd have it all
You can
sus, wouldn't
see
you, eh?
If you do smaller amounts, then it becomes bigger. Let's see if we can do another dollar.
But anyway, no news about ShaveZ's. I didn't hear anything.
And this
But technically
USDC.
speaking, we did get a message
Let's
from
see if
Lucky,
the pair is still the same, because if you
and
have a
I
winning pair, you
I
can
will
do
actually bring that
over
up in a second when I get my
1.17% with
bandwidth.
$100. And you can see if the amounts are a little bit
Oh,
smaller.
there she is.
the,
I like Chantal.
percentages
Let's bring her up
are
while she's on the
most of
screen, eh?
time
Be rude not to.
bigger.
See if she flinches. Phone's
And
ringing.
let's see if we can do after this one another $1,000 trade.
Chantal, phone. Look at your phone. You know you want to. Look at your phone. Phone's ringing. Phone's ringing, Chantal. Pick up your
Yes,
phone.
transaction complete.
So we're watching a recording that was done maybe 5 months ago.
And we can do another
And this
trade.
is their
Let's see
proof that
if
it
we
works.
see
And
again.
we found out that it's a
The
simulation,
amount. Let's see if we
and
can
they're not
do
doing real
$1,000.
arbitrage trading. In fact, they're topping up people's
And
wallets to.
And we go back.
Woo,
Use the CE. Let's see if it's still available. And then
very
we can-
exciting, isn't it?
Now it's on minus, you see. And even when it's down
So I'm
minus,
actually
I will
really
have
amazed to see
confirm
Chantal
it gives
back.
you
We've actually done. Oh, something
not
might
profit
crash in
trading.
here. Oh
So
no.
it's protected all the
That
way.
was scary.
And you can see here in the 68 trades, we
We
now
just-
made $481 in
I
profit.
think we're all going to be good now. My
That's
computer
really,
just about
really
crashed
good.
then.
So let's see. You can also go to the transaction.
I want to purchase.
Back.
Then they will give you an affiliate link.
Is
you
that right?
register and they purchase with you your first
Well, hopefully you
subscription,
don't do
whether it's
that,
a minor
kids.
or whether it's a boomerang.
You would have learned your
And then-
lesson from all the
then
other
you
scams
invite
that
two
were
people,
started by Sam
one
Lee.
person to
Eh?
your left and one person to your right. And with the
910,
affiliate link from your back office,
910 people in here.
you are signing them up, and they purchase the first license. And they are basic subscriptions, and you become a premium subscriber.
Oh, that'd be
And of
nice.
course, you
I wanna
teach
be
your
a
people
premium
how to become a
survivor.
premium subscriber too. If you think I need a little bit of time to learn the system, or I don't
Definitely.
have immediate leads, or first time, I've never done affiliate marketing, then you
Sure.
are allowed to start and create 3 packages under your own name. So you do exactly
is
the
that
same
right?
thing. You take a
Oh,
you
that
take an
explains all
affiliate
that.
link from here, and you fill
No
it in,
audio,
and you purchase
thank
a
you.
subscription, and you do the same here. And then you also have 1 premium and 2 basic subscription.
No audio at all. Thank you. Testing,
So,
testing.
How can you? What are the bonuses that you can earn? First of all, the introducer.
Are you saying no
kickback,
audio
which is
at all?
5% of all the directly
6:30 a.m. Are you saying no audio at all?
licenses or resubscribe?
Okay. Now, there should be no audio, but technically speaking, you
your
should hear
direct
Chantal again.
affiliate link.
Can somebody
But
confirm that you can hear
it's
Chantal?
Only
Okay,
starting
thank
from
you.
the 3rd paid subscription.
And you can hear me,
And
obviously,
then there
which
is
is most important.
no cap on it. So from the 3rd subscription, it is unlimited. And it's
Unlimited.
for newly subscribed members, but it is also for directly subscribed members who do a repurchase. And of course, you are teaching the people.
So she's a
left and
brave little
right to do
monster,
the
isn't
same.
she, coming back on
And
here
then there's
again?
a second bonus, which is the one that I really love. It is the check match bonus. For that, the total volume of your
And Thomas, are you still in here, or did you get kicked out after all that?
Side counts. And every time that the team
Hey, there's a
volume
lady
matches,
recording the
you
screen
can make
with her phone.
10%. So if there's $1,000 here and
Share.
$1,000 here, 10% of that is $100. So this is how you earn income very quickly. However,
Really?
here, because it is so deep.
Hey, Susie Stealth, nice to see you here too, by the way.
A network. There is a $300 cap if you are not ranked up. Later on, we will talk about the ranks.
Okay,
Again,
the ranks,
you
which
teach
is
your
really
person
important.
on
We
the
all want to
left
know how to
and
use arbitrage
This
trading.
is what it looks like. So imagine you purchased a package of $500
Yeah.
on your left. You have the person $500 on your right. You have a new subscription of 1,000, and then you have a second person on your left, also 500. That second subscription on your left becomes the 3rd paid subscription, and therefore is eligible for a 5% kickback bonus.
5% kickback
But look,
bonus.
you can see that on the left and on the right, your team volume is $1,000. So you also are eligible for
$1,000.
10% matching bonus. So this total setup has given
This is all
you
about multi-level marketing.
reward of
65% of the money that goes
$125. Remember again,
into the platform after
there
people
is a daily
purchase
cap to a matching bonus of
a
$300,
Boomerang
which
license goes
up
back
to
to the
$1,500
affiliates.
right now.
65% of the money.
now
So if you
might
think you're buying an
okay,
arbitrage
this is great,
trading,
but
you're
how much
not.
am I allowed
You're
to
giving
earn with one
65%
subscription?
of your money away
Well,
to
you're
Chantal.
allowed to earn 3 times the value of your subscription amount.
Isn't that incredible?
And that also includes repurchases. And it doesn't matter whether it was miners or Boomerang
Okay,
licenses.
see you soon, Susie.
It all counts. So how does it work then? So if you would have started with miners, the $50 miner gives you 150, the 500, 1,500, and the 5,000, 15,000. And if you were starting with the Boomerang licenses, the 500 would give you 1,500, 1,000, 3,000, 3,000, 9,000, and 5,000, 15,000, and the 10,000, 30,000 as earning capacity.
Hello, Pete.
So if you already have a big team, you might start higher. But if you are at the beginning, you can start wherever you want to and just top it up.
Unsecure
when
connection.
you see that you're running out of your 3x, make sure you never run out of your 3x, because then you are losing
So
bonuses.
does that mean you can get his details? Is that what we're...
And you will see these
an exception.
these products are selling themselves.
Hello, PG.
And therefore, it is really worth setting if you start this and you're going to network, then set your goal onto the quickest road to the Shiba rank. That is $100,000.
Please stop raising your hand.
On your left and on your
Funny.
right, and your daily cap goes up from 360.
Did they kick you out?
Sorry, from 300 to 360, and you get
This is
an
what
Ascension
Thomas
Club
gets.
reward of $1,000, and that's
Thomas got
paid
that
out
for having
in
his hand up.
Shibas.
How cool is
So
that?
look at what's
Wow.
happening here. You are building up a portfolio.
Did they kick you out, Thomas,
points,
or they?
because if you go to the
Are
Tron
you
rank,
still
you have a check match
laughing?
volume of 250,000, which goes up from the matching bonus.
If
goes
you're looking
up
for the
from
latest
360 to
updates,
420,
just so
and you get
happens
an
we have
Ascension
them.
Club reward of $2,000 paid out in Tron.
I'll see if I
The
can
same happens in Doge, Cardano, Ripple,
see if we
Matic,
can get the
Polkadot,
latest.
Solana, Binance, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. And the Bitcoin is really amazing
Bitcoin
because
is
there
really
you
amazing.
have 20 million on your left and 20 million on your
20
right.
million.
A daily check match bonus cap of $1,500, and you get a
So
payout
if
of
you're wondering what's
$1
going to happen
million
tomorrow,
in Bitcoin.
I think we have a bit of a
And when you have that
insight of
momentum,
that.
you
I'm just
can
going to see
repeat
whether I
the
can
cycle.
do something clever
Second
here.
cycle, you have an
This
extra
is
payout.
on the
other,
BTCC
other
group,
rewards
and this
are
is
only
new
the first time that you
products.
make the
New
cycle.
products are coming out,
So look at what it
and
does
it's
to
a
your check
helicopter
match
flying
bonus.
across.
300
So
goes to
why would they be
360,
bringing out new
420,
products? Why
480,
don't they just
540,
launch the old
600,
products?
700, 800,
That's because
900,
they can't
1,000,
launch. So they're going to keep the community
1,500,
here by bringing out
bonus
new
that you can
products. And I
earn
reckon that will be
daily. I
tomorrows
always say, make a
announcement.
screenshot of this.
And I tell you, it didn't
because
happen
this is
because
where
it's
your game
Wednesday here,
plan
and it's
is, showing itself.
6:37 a.m. in New Zealand. So I live in the future, and it
But
hasn't
the
happened.
company doesn't
So I
just
can tell you that
want
now.
to work and earn from your own team. It also wants teams to work together, because together we are disrupting the total industry. And you need friends when you're going onto a mission like that. Therefore, they have created a company pool, and the company pool is taking the rewards from the total revenue of the company. So let's look at the first. That's the mega pool. You can attain the mega pool by accomplishing a business volume of 1 million of Boomerang licenses, or by securing 3 node subscriptions on both your left and your right side. And you'll be eligible to receive a monthly share of 4% of the total company revenue. And when you have that momentum, it is also great to go to the gigapool. You can attain the gigapool by accomplishing a business volume of 5 million of Boomerang licenses, or by having a minimum of 2 members who have achieved the megapool node rank on both your left and your right sides. And you'll be eligible to receive a monthly share of another 3%, which is a total of 7% of the company revenue. So how does it work? If there are today 10 people who have reached the mega pool,
Mega pool, mega poo.
4% is shared amongst 10 people. And if from those 4 people, there are 3 people who also attain the gigapool, then the 3% of the gigapool is shared over those 3 people. And if next month there are 20 people here and 15 people here, this is shared by 20 and this is shared by 15. The company and the system of affiliate marketing is aimed at bringing people through the ranks and constantly sharing. And that is really
Well, it doesn't look like she's
amazing.
missed a beat, even though we haven't
And
seen her
then
for a
you
while.
have the Terra pool. Attain the Terra pool by accomplishing a business volume of 10 million of Boomerang licenses, or having at least 1 giga member on both your left and right side, and you'll be eligible to receive a monthly share of
Jesus,
another
that went fast.
3%, which is
She's
in
talking
total
fast now.
10% of the total company revenue.
Are we catching up on the audio now?
You
That's what
will
it sounds
also
like.
be granted a free node subscription, which is amazing. Because the validators and the nodes are giving every second income. So if you have that, you have a passive income that is there for the next 140 years.
Oh my God.
It is amazing.
Amazing. You just thick as shit, aren't you, if you believe that?
Conditions. A flash loan will be
Really, aren't
granted
you?
exclusively
You really
to
think you can buy
whitelisted
something for
wallets and
$500
will have
and you
a
can keep it for
free
140 years?
50 GTX miner
Come on,
included.
guys.
So if
You need to
weren't
wake
a
up.
miner yet and you just started as a trader, you will also become a miner and make that journey with our blockchain. On the MVP, users who obtain the Boomerang license, they will be able to utilize their flash loan. All new purchased Boomerang licenses will have unlimited flash loan until 2x of the license purchase price has been achieved. Introducer kickback and check match bonuses are credited to the account on a daily basis, and subscribers have the opportunity to receive Ascension Club rewards from multiple clubs.
Ooh, she
Ascension
talks really
Club
fast,
rewards will
doesn't
be
she?
credited once a month. All affiliate earnings are subject to a fixed 2% admin fee, no withdrawal fees. Minimum deposit.
You can't get your
and
money on the
withdrawal
platform.
is
Gotta
10
be good.
USDT. And pool income will be calculated based on the total company revenue for the period starting from the first day to the 30th day of each month. The maximum earning amount for all income and bonuses is restricted, capped to 3 times the subscription amount.
3
The Bitcoin
times?
Ascension Club
Sorry,
reward
got
has
excited then.
no 3x capping.
No capping.
Thank
Really?
you so much for spending the time listening to this opportunity. I am sure you would want to share
With your
your
friends?
feedback with the
Not
person
really.
who
You're going to be
invited you.
contacting
But
your boss though and
before
ask them for
I'm
an
giving
answer.
it back to you, Grace. Thank you very much.
Bloody dangerous.
Chantal, that was a
Amazing.
tremendous, excellent presentation.
Excellent.
Thank you
Excellent.
so much.
I think
for
it's
taking
fun,
your
mate.
time
Yeah,
to be
amazing.
here
Thank you for
to
taking your
give
time here. We thought we'd
us
lost you
such
there for a
a
bit.
wondrous and informative and
Can't shake that girl. She's a very strong
education
lady.
in this
Probably
particular
doesn't have a
process.
job anymore.
I'm sure that people.
Just saying.
Thank you. I'm sure there are people who are running out right now wanting to go ahead and join.
Yeah, running out to
Of
the
course,
policeman.
after they have done their due diligence, they'll get back with the person that has invited them here today.
Remember, you can report
and
the
is
meeting
sponsoring,
if you want to. Not that it
them
makes any
and
difference. But we are actually going after
get
Zoom a
with
little
them
bit.
so they can get
Just
started
saying.
right after they've done their due diligence. But you know what? I think I know what they're also wondering. When can they come back next and bring somebody new?
Hey, why don't you ask some questions, Grace?
To listen to you again and do this presentation.
Brain
Chantel,
trust.
and
Did you
will
see
be
that one?
this
That's
evening.
brilliant. Oh, I wish I had
then
that one up.
Also
Let's see if I can bring that up.
Thursday at UK time.
The
We
brain
look
trust.
forward to
Love it.
seeing you then. Thank you all so much.
She would have
for
seen
being
that.
here. Chantel,
Oh, that's
again,
brilliant. I wish I could
merci.
have brought that one up.
you.
Thank you.
The brain trust. Loving it. I love
Stopped.
questions. No one's allowed to take any
Ladies and
questions.
gentlemen, that does conclude our event for this evening, for today. I'm going to give you back the rest of your day. And
Thank you,
again,
really.
I do want to thank you very much for being
I'll put my love heart
part
on.
of the WAS community.
Let's see how long you last if you
and
put a
to
love heart on.
helping others completed their due diligence. It is so great to have had you here today. Thank you all.
Oh, dearie me. Can you put your oh, she's cut it off, is she? Cannot start your video because the host has stopped it. Goodness me. But what we can do is give it love hearts again.
Have a great day, Guy. Thank you so much.
I'll put my hand up and let's see if I get kicked out.
For being
Hand up. Raise hand.
Fun. It was good to see
there
you
it is.
as well as Emmanuel. Thank you all.
Lower hand, but should see me. Oh, I've been kicked out of the room instantly, put in the waiting room. So they must have somebody there, like popcorning people into the waiting room as soon as they put their hand up, because that's what they've done. Now I'll be kicked out in 3, 2, 1. I will be kicked out, and I'm just devastated. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty. So we're going to have a bit of a shenanigans. Oh, somebody put their hand up. They got kicked out as well. The host will admit me when it's happened, but in the meantime, I'll join back. Oh, the connection there too. There we go. Should have more sound, but you won't hear it because I need the bloody sound. Let's see what we got. We'll have a few bit more. I was just gonna. Oh, look, the sound is actually out of sync. Oh, the mating, the mating. So as soon as I put my hand up, I get put in the waiting room. You can't ask any questions at all, which is actually quite amazing. Yeah, so that was the meeting today. We didn't get anything out of that. We do have an announcement from Lucky, so I will bring that up now. I'll just go back to my normal window so I can flip between browsers and I don't have to keep doing something. The other person on the stage there is me. If anyone wants to join me on the stage more than anyone, well, Rob, can we play your video, Rob? That would be quite good. I didn't see your video. We're going to go to Zoom. We're going to go to window. Hey, Rob, I'm going to play your video. I just thought of that now, just in case. Is that where you come in here so I'll play your video so you get rich and famous? Got some bad news for you, mate. You're not going to get rich or famous being a YouTuber. I can tell you that now. So this is the wee thumbnail. Do you like this, Rob? Rob, do you like this? Hey, Lucky, test the arbitrage. We need more crypto. She says, I made 50 cents. Chavez, getting rich on this? Yeah, right. That's what we've got there. So that's my little wee dig at them today. And if you haven't been keeping up with current events, pal, I think I can bring up yesterday's one as well, because I'm trying to be creative, you know. We did have a couple of other videos put online today. The first one is we did another Chavez one. So if you don't know, Chavez has actually worked for a group called Hyper One. And Hyper One was actually under the umbrella of a company called Hypertech Group, which is the group behind all these scams. So bear that in mind. And then we had Need More Crypto, and then we had a couple of other ones. So I'll just see if I can bring up that before we get going. I'll just see wherever they are. I did so many thumbnails yesterday. I think I was just about going crazy. US Prime. 1 minute, please, caller. I think they got it there. Yeah, there it is. So yesterday's thumbnail. So that was a one, and yesterday's thumbnail was this: Together forever, richer than ever. Catch us if you can, crypto fans. Love and loot, the perfect getaway. Sorry, suckers, we're off to paradise. So if you didn't notice earlier on, we had a flag come across. Now this here's a wee video that was on their BTCC thingy. And this is actually, if you look at that flag, it says new products. So I believe that's what they're going to do. That looks a lot like your background there, Rob, as they will be launching new products tomorrow. And that is because they'll come up with some excuse and tell you that they can't launch because of blah, blah, blah. Even though it's on the DApp, even though they reckon they've got the UI, which is another fancy name for the website going, and she's done 20 trades. And it's worked perfectly with their team, which is her and herself and me and I. It's quite incredible. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick here. I'm just flabbergasted. The CEO doesn't show. You can't take anything he says with anything other than a grain of salt. That's a bit of a mature statement. So what did ShaveZ's say about, what did Lucky say? Because it seems like everything happens. And it seems like Lucky's in charge, you know. So this was the update that we got from Lucky today. And I'm going to get my computer to read. I'll give it a go myself and show you how good my reading is. I've been practicing. I've got a reading and a writing level of a 9-year-old. So this is how good a 9-year-old reads. Good morning, everybody. Oh, hold up. Maybe we need to do a news to hand. We've just got a message from Lucky addressing the nation. She says, good morning, everybody. I've been receiving messages from the community about the latest round of testing. Yes, another round of testing. And I want to clear up any confusion because everyone's getting confused and we just want to clear that up. All testing prior to the URL being published yesterday is done in a closed environment using testnet. Well, that's a big word for her to use. The testing currently being carried out is on a live Boomerang DApp URL with real trades. Ladies and gentlemen, they are now doing real trades because previously they obviously weren't doing real trades. I'm thrilled to share that testing has been incredibly successful. I've confirmed over 20 trades with no failures. 20 trades. I mean, you've got 86,000 people available and you've confirmed 20 trades. It's incredible. No gas fee charge. Oh my God. Think of the money she would have saved on 50 cents transactions. It's just incredible. And incredibly user-friendly UI, otherwise known as user interface. User-friendly interface. So is a UI now called a UFI? That's good like that. Is that right? UFI. This is a UFI. This is brilliant. Everything's looking amazing. And I can't wait for you to all experience it soon. Hope this clarifies the reason for the additional tests. Not really. No, this is just all bullshit on poos and wees. When we go live, and in brackets, we have to have those famous words, very soon, ShaveZ's and the development team want to assure a flawless experience to everyone. A flawless experience, but we can have flawless. This is day 109. The 1st of March was when this was 100% finished. And since then, it's 109. But don't worry, it's all going. She can test it. The UFI, UFI, wasn't it? I got that wrong. UFI is finished, and she's tested it, and she's done 20 transactions. Wouldn't you think she'd want to open it up to 86,000 people that bought a license and are jumping up and down and about to storm the castle? And the famous words here are, thank you. Thank you so much for your patience and support. Excuse me. Exciting 10. So what did I do? Well, I couldn't help myself, could I? I went into ChatGPT and I decided that I would put it in there and ask it. I'm going to actually tidy this up a wee bit because I just noticed it needs a bit of spacing. Okay, so what do we look at first? The message is quite vague. So we've scrutinized her message and gone into the message seems quite vague. The specifics of the testing and the results, incredibly successful, and everything looks amazing, are very general terms and do not provide concrete evidence of functionality. And this is the clinker, mate. This is the one that got me off my high horse. It says number of trades. Mentioning over 20 trades as a milestone isn't very convincing, especially for a trading bot. When you think about the technology we have here in our fingertips and it's changing the world, we did 20 trades. A more robust system would likely undergo thousands of trades to test the resilience and the effectiveness. Now, we have had thousands of trades, haven't we? Fake simulations. We had 4 or 5 months worth of beta testing. For what reason? To sell licenses, ladies and gentlemen. That is the reason. 65% of the money goes back to the people. All right, so no gas fees charged. Isn't that just a relief? Claiming no gas fees charged is suspicious. On most blockchain networks, gas fees are a fundamental aspect of executing transactions. This claim may indicate that either the transactions weren't real or were conducted in an unusual manner that avoids typical network fees. Of course, we're not doing this on the blockchain because then the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger and his team of Avengers can actually see what's happening. Right, user-friendly interface, otherwise known as I did think it was a UFO, but it's a UFI, which is a user-friendly interface, but we have only recently been talking about a UI, which is a user interface, otherwise known as a website. While a user-friendly interface is important, it is secondary for the core functionality and effectiveness of a trading bot. The focus of a interface might be an attempt to distract for more critical issues. Timing and delays. Did somebody say 109 days? I think it was me. 109 days, guys. You've forked out. We've watched $140 million being blasted out here. See, this is what happens when you let me read things, guys. This is quite exciting being a reader, isn't it? All right, let's carry on. Okay, it's been 109 days, and there's still no concrete evidence of real arbitrage trading or an operational website. Oh dear. This prolonged delay without I don't know that word.
Substantial.
Without substantial updates raises doubts about the legitimacy of the project. And then we've got trust the development team. This message places a lot of trust in ShaveZ's and the development team without offering any variable proof of their progress or capabilities. I mean, you can say whatever you like, but no one has gone through the development team's office and showed us people working on things. No one has ever met any programmers that exist. In fact, it's just disgusting. All right, so repeated promises. This message contained promises of flawless experiences very soon. But this kind of statement has been made before without tangible products. I got that word out. It's important to question the credibility of the repeated promises. In conclusion, as Winston Churchill would say, Lucky's message contains several red flags. In fact, I haven't pulled out my red flag for a while, but you know what this is, lady? This is a red flag, and this is my red flag. In New Zealand, we used to have this guy called Peter Blake. No, it's called Peter. Oh, my goodness. Peter Blake? Peter somebody. It is Blake, isn't it? Peter Blake. He was a yachter, and he did a fundraiser, and he had red socks. I reckon we should bring the red socks back, but I've got a red flag. But red socks could be a good way of showing your support to the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, and you could all buy red socks. In fact, I might do that. I might get some red socks, and that's what we might start bringing in to help fund the channel. Is Danny reading in his sleep? No, he's just having a bit of fun here. Lucky's message contains several red flags that suggest the need for caution. The vague language, unrealistic claims about gas fees, insufficient details on testing, and repeated unfulfilled promises all contribute to the lack of trust in the project. Investors and community members should demand more concrete evidence and transparency before considering any further involvement. Now that's ChatGPT asked to scrutinize Lucky's message to the nation. And as I said, we have put your hand up in a room and they send you a message, please stop raising your hand. We never take questions before or during the presentation. It will be announced when there will be an opportunity to ask questions. Well, I never heard an opportunity to ask questions. In fact, they just cut you off. So that was Thomas in the room, putting his hand up furiously, trying to get some attention. He was trying to say, I've put $500 down on this. I've put it on my Visa, my credit card, and you told me I'd get 3 times my return on investment in 300 days. In 1 day. And it hasn't happened. I want to ask a question. And they said no to Thomas. They said, put your hand down. Don't ask questions. We'll tell you when it's your turn to ask questions. But they never did they? No, that's what happened to everybody. That's me. What a good looking guy. And there we go. Just once again, let's watch that fly across the screen. Now come up with, why would they, on the BTC network, why would they have this video playing as a helicopter flies over with the words on it saying, or even enlarged a little bit more, it's saying new products, TCC, new products coming out, because this is what they will do, ladies and gentlemen. Beware, they will come up with a new. We just watched a new token being registered the other day, which is very exhausted. Okay, so here we go. So this was yesterday's video. Now I'm going to show off here because I'm a professional YouTuber, not like my colleague Rob. I uploaded a video yesterday. And it has, so I uploaded a couple of videos. I'm going to do a wee talk over. There's a video I just uploaded 4 hours ago, and it's called ShaveZ's Exposed. And this is showing ShaveZ working for Hyper One and also working for, at the very start of this video, it actually shows him that he's working for Hypertech Group. Now, this was just another video I had. Over here, we've got Boomerang, Arbitrage Trading Bot, Scam or Legit, and we've got the 2 mics, Dumb and Dumber. So I uploaded that one. That's not too bad, 263, pretty good. Then we have this one here. This is actually a Brazilian guy, an American guy doing a presentation to a Brazilian guy. And we've got Brazilians listening in the chat. Let's hear it for people in Portugal. Portugal? Is it Portugal? Have I got that right? Probably got it wrong. And this is all in Portuguese. But anyway, these guys here have got, this was done about 3.5 weeks ago. It's a video, so you can watch that one if you like. You won't be able to understand it, but we're just showing you that it's getting around. And that actually it had some facts. I have to show you that, guys. I'm just going to show you a couple of cool things that I did with that video. I was quite proud of it. But what we did is I haven't timestamped it, but I added some flair. So some of the things I did along the way, because it got a bit boring listening to it all in one language. I'll see if I've got. So I've got things like we should be able to. Oh look, you can do this now. I'm scrubbing it now. So every now and again, you would get a message like this turning up.
Quanto de dinheiro você não estaria ganhando?
Quite exciting. And then I got more creative as time went on, and I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll bring out my dump truck. So listen to this. Hopefully that will work.
É que mesmo sem convidar ninguém, já aparece para você link para você cadastrar pessoas à sua direita, à sua esquerda e à sua direita. Aqui já é para você comprar. Esse é o sistema que nós vamos fazer depois que todo mundo estiver ganhando dinheiro.
Because it got a bit boring for somebody who couldn't speak Portuguese. And then I had lots of spams coming up. Oh, then if you look at the background, he disappeared for a while. So I thought I'd put a fish tank in the background.
Você compra outra licença.
So that gave us something to watch.
E ganha mais $1.500.
Well, everything went into this video. And then we had, I think we'll have, let's see if I can get the girl. I had my window cleaner come out. She's the hottest. There she is. Let's see if I can get her right. Rob like this one. Are you ready? Excuse me.
Que você pode começar.
He's now got fish tanks behind him. And then now he's about to say goodbye. I know this video quite well, to be honest.
Mas coloca 1.000, 2.000 numa pirâmide hoje que vai fechar.
I don't know what he's saying, but I think he's saying get some tackle. Come help me fish.
Mas tudo bem, direito de cada
É direito de cada
And when he touched
então tá bom, Narciso. Eu fico agradecido.
Oh, yes, got to do it in the name of religion.
Eu fico muito agradecido. Agora vamos se despedir de você, que eu vou dar uma palavra final aqui pro meu povo aqui.
Beleza,
tá bom, né?
Valeu. Fiquem com Deus aí. Tchau, tchau. Fiquem na fé.
All right, come on.
Tamo junto.
Tchau.
Here goes my
Tchau, tchau.
Obrigado.
the screen. Better
Tchau,
clean that
tchau.
off. Isn't she gorgeous?
Pessoal, você que ficou aí,
Oh,
você
yeah.
que
Those were the days. She used to come
entendeu.
clean my windows once, and then I asked her out, and she disappeared. But the Helen didn't like it. She's my partner, Helen. So then the other one at the very end, I think we got it a bit more creative. So if you've watched this video and you thought it was good that I put it online, but did you see all the little bits I added? Because they take me ages. But we got it. I think. Oh, I don't know if I have got this here. Oh, I hope I have got it. But at the end of the video, I did my normal thing. Let's have a wee listen. I didn't see it pop
Há
up.
30 anos. Eu não trouxe
And
o
here he is
coração.
gaslighting
Eu
the
não sou
community.
culpado, eu
All
não
the
tenho vínculo com nada. Se não pagou até hoje, eu não tenho culpa.
fundamentals about this is the same.
Vocês estão
though, isn't it?
entendendo? E eu vou
Because
falar
these
mais.
guys, even though I can't understand a word of whatever
Pessoas,
he's saying,
pessoas
I can actually hear the
que
same
querem mudar
gaslighting
de
technique,
vida,
and he's telling people
querem
not to miss out. You've got to get in
verdadeiramente
quick.
vencer,
You know,
elas não têm
I presume
medo
that's
de
what he's saying.
arriscar. E ainda mais num lugar que
And
tu
he's
não
saying if
tem
you don't get
risco
into
de
this
perder
opportunity
nada.
now, you're going to miss out, and
Você vai
get
ficar
in
de
before the
fora.
8th of
Tá bom.
whatever, because you're not going to get 3 times your money.
Até quarta-feira da nova
And I
live,
think
mas amanhã tem vídeo,
quite
tá?
appropriately.
A live, a próxima
listen.
live é para inscrição. Eu vou pegar
Hurry up, mate.
terça e quarta só para
Oh,
organizar
he's still
o
going on.
grupo que eu já tenho, que são 1.100, 1.088 pessoas, pessoal, e aí
But if you could
abrir
go through
novas
those videos, make
inscrições,
sure you
tá
like,
bom? Forte abraço
and
a
comment if
todos,
you
Deus
want. Here we go.
abençoe. E vamos que vamos. Eu amo a sua vida, eu amo você.
I made you that for that. Wasn't that cool? And then there goes my intro. Yeah, bit of fun. So that was quite cool. But if we go back a little bit, so I've had a couple of new videos. So then I posted this one. Now, this one here was ShaveZ's, and it's had 1,000 views, which is brilliant for me. I haven't had a video that has got 1,000 views in wow, I wish I could say that properly, in a week, which is really, really cool. So that means I'm rich. I'm rich beyond my wildest dreams. If you go into the back end of it, though, I'll tell you how rich I am, because you might be curious how many dollars a YouTuber gets from having such a video of. This is my most looked at video in a long time. So that revenue, that's my favorite video all month, and it made me $3.68 of advertising, and that's only estimated revenues, not guaranteed. So isn't that exciting? $3.68. That video would have taken me, I think it took about 4 hours to get ready, and I had it on file for nearly 8 months. So that just gives you an idea. But anyway, so that's the new videos that we've had. We're going to put a good video in a second.
And then
I
we
just
begin.
wanted to go through a couple of other videos
Okay, thank you.
lately that might be of interest to you. Remember to use the YouTube.
Ask your leaders, ask your subordinates, community members to join the Zoom, because today's Zoom is
yesterday
very
that was unusual. Bob said we've got a hot one, and we went live, and we managed to actually capture an organization. So I'm just going to give you a little idea. See the Avenger real-time news? That's when something hot happens. Well, not hot, but when something goes down and I need to get online in a hurry, you click notify me, and as soon as I hit record, that will start broadcasting me, and I don't have to do a setup. So put notifications on. Over here, you've got 15 people watching me rave on, but in my room, it tells me 21, because I'm actually streaming on 8 different platforms, would you believe? Isn't that cool? But this was the meeting here that we were really proud of. And what we liked about this one is unveiling the NFT reward scam, live Zoom meeting with the undesirables. So if we went into this meeting here, this was broadcasted in Avenger chat, and we're just currently changing things around a little bit in our Avenger chat, which we'll explain in the next 2 fish coming very soon. But this is what happened at the start.
Well, let's kind of curb this right now, because you guys are here for a very important reason. That's to build your future, and we see that, and it's up to us to make sure that we protect your ability to build your future. And so we're going to be taking a very aggressive stance now to make sure that we have no outside distractors, anybody to cause you any grief or try to track your names down or anything else, because these people are just nothing more than bottom feeders, I like to call them, whatever. So we're doing that. It's gonna be really nice. But the big news is that we are also in the process with one of the guys that's on here right now, Jimmy, and he is helping us, and I think along with Ray and a few others, build a step-by-step how to get started, how to.
So as this video went on, it got more and more interesting, but they actually put this old guy, and we've all, so what we're trying to do, I'm just trying to find the part where it is. Here it is here. We're asking for help from the community. I've seen this guy before, but we don't know where from. Does his face look familiar? What scam did he used to be part of? Let us know. But at the start here, they were telling people that they had actually contacted Zoom. And Zoom, we're going to make it easier for them to maintain security and stop people like the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger and the Avengers coming into their Zoom meetings. Now, it is against Zoom's policy for anyone to use their platform to do multi-level marketing. So we know that, and we know that Zoom don't like it, and they do occasionally remove people, but they don't occasionally. It's every now and again, if we're friggin' lucky, they remove a Zoom meeting. So the fact that they're actually claiming that they're going to Zoom to say that Zoom is going to help them provide more stable, more security meetings for their members is just a joke. So what did we do? So I went through there was 180 odd people in that room. If you go into the description, you will see that everybody in that room has now been publicly named and shamed. And if your name is in there, it's called doxing. So we're doxing people that are hanging out in these rooms. And if you're silly enough to use your real name, your name is going to be in mud. And I'm actually going to make a blog out of this. So that means when you search for your name, you will be associated with this video and this scam. It's not a threat. It's the reality. So if you are a Zoom user and you're an Avenger, don't use your real name. And we've got no proof that any of these are real names. However, here's a guy that goes out there and talks softly to a group of people, and he's providing what you call NFT rewards. It's a scam, and he talks in a soft voice. We're not going to let him get away with it. So that's what we call doxing. And I'm quite happy to do that. But that's what we're going to do. So then what did I do with that information? Well, just because I'm trying to be a little bit more what do I call it? Security conscious, because we had a little bit of a breach yesterday, and I did it. So we're going to go to log in here. Now I'm going to show you what we do. If I load up the secure part of our network. All right, so we're good to go. No, we're not good to go. I'm just going to do something here. 1 minute, please, caller. We'll get back on track in a minute. Name, evidence, story, evidence, founders, and excellent. I am good to go. Alrighty, so now I'm going to move back to the screen that you can see. And that's not what I wanted to see, but that is the screen I wanted to see. So this is Robert. I can't even read his name. Let's get his name out there.
Robert Craddock.
Robert Craddock. Now in here, we've started building a profile on him. We've actually managed to find the email addresses that claim that you can actually correspond with them. I've written to those email addresses, and I haven't had a bounce back, but I haven't had any communication with them either. We haven't got a backstory. We haven't got any correspondence. But over here, we've got recordings, Ponzi schemes and scams, and associates. And then we've got, so associates could be other people. So this is a new scam that we just started going after. So there's not much data to go in here, but that's okay. So you go into the Ponzi scheme and scam. And so far, we've noticed that Robert has been involved with one called NFT rewards. So then we go into NFT rewards, and this is where the magic starts to happen. So as we produce videos on scam or legit NFTs, we've done 2 videos on this company, and we've actually gate crashed. So on the 18th of June, we actually went through and grabbed the database of all the people that are in that meeting when we keep them on file. So what does that mean? So let's just use Francis. Francis is an example. Somebody tells me that Francis is a scammer. He lives in Brazil, and I can search for him, and it will actually bring up this sheet here and the name. So that's what we're doing. That's a new thing. Then we have a background story. So we've got all the names and all the deceptive warnings. Like this is about Robert, for example.
Robert Craddock made a name for himself as a prominent figure in the Zeke Rewards Ponzi scheme, where he sold bogus leads and led efforts to suppress criticism. After the SEC shut down Zeke Rewards, Craddock continued to exploit investors through various schemes, making a decent grift of it by convincing investors to hand over thousands of dollars for a supposed legal defense fund.
Alrighty, so there's a lead there. So this is a scheme. So now what I do is I come in here and I look for marketers. So these are people that I'm going to put, if I see people marketing his product, I'll build a database in there. if I go to founders of the company, then I find Robert in here, and I click in here, and there's I go back to his profile. See how it all links together? So what we're asking people to do is to help us help you. Now I'm going to go to now here we go here. So this is you won't see this. Now I'm just going to flip back to this screen. 1 second, please, call up. So I just searched for Zeke rewards, and I found this here, and I don't know whether the guy Robert's name is actually in here, but this is a government rewarding 900 million internet Ponzi scheme. So he was associated with that. So, for example, what I would like to do is first thing I'm going to do is go back to here. I'm going to look at I'm going to put a URL of that in there, and also I'm going to go back to Zeke rewards. So the Zeke rewards CEO sentenced to more than 14 years of operation. So I don't even know. So he must have been. It doesn't say who it was, but I haven't got time to go through it now because I'll bore the hell out of you guys. But he was obviously involved in that in some which way or form. But obviously, a company that he was associated with has actually, flagged or something to him. So here now we go into Zeke rewards, and I assume that if I search for Robert, we would find him in here somewhere. But I don't know. But anyway, it's all connected somehow. I'm just Burke. Wow, put in 30. Oh, it's exciting reading. But what I'm trying to do is gather a database where people can actually come in here and find a one-stop shop, and any involvement or any leads or anything like that they can basically provide it to me, and we'll have a place. So I can literally share that with somebody, and I can give you a link, and people can have a read-only copy of that information, which is all very exciting. All right, the other thing that's exciting, if you go to dehek.com, you'll see that we do have a website established, and we do have information. Oops, read the chat. I guess not. What did I miss? Did ShaveZ's show up? No, he didn't. Right. Yeah, so in here, you can see that we actually have blogs that are posted on our website, and I will actually publish that blog of NFT rewards in here, so then it will come up in the rankings. But if you want to help us, you go to the contact us section of my website, and you can fill out your name, username, and password in there. No, you can't. Put your name, use anonymous@gmail.com if you want. Provide us any information about scams or people, your sponsors, how much money you invested, how much money you lost, and we'll put that information in our database, and we'll keep it confidential. If you want us to, if you want us to talk about it on air, then just say, don't have to do anything. Just, we like to share people's experiences. We don't like to tell people, what do we call it? We don't want to dox people who realize they've been scammed. But if you're a believer and you're promoting these Ponzi schemes and scams, then we will actually go out after you, just like you saw those names in that room the other day. Right, the most important one, though, is this. I'm going to put a link in the chat room. Report, what do we do? Report link. And this is a link to this article that I'm about to bring up. Now, we are, as we say, trying to work with people like Zoom and other organizations, but they don't listen to us at the moment, but hopefully one day they will. But you can report people, and you can go to your government. And this blog that I just gave the link to is links to United States, Australia, Brazil, Canada, Europe, India, New Zealand, South Africa, Sri Lanka, United Kingdom, United Arab Emirates, and Vietnam, and also some exchanges that you can report things to. So all the links are there. So if your country isn't in the list, let us know, and we'll update this in real time. And the other one is advisory storytelling, tell your story. So you can click on these links, and they'll go along, and they'll take you to websites where you can actually learn more about scams. And we really want to educate you guys as much as we can. So that's really me in a nutshell for that. But now, ladies and gentlemen, news to hand. News to hand, Rob Worley has published another video, and we would like to be the first people to bring that to you, and we hope you want to enjoy the experience with us. So we're going to actually go to his YouTube channel. We will bring up Right, so many of you may not know, we actually are what we call the Avengers, and we have a lot of other people helping us out. We've got Susie Stealth in the background there, hunting around for information, giving it to us. We've got Crypto G that goes through the blockchain like it's a block of cheese. We've got our trucker guy, which is Richard, which we should really call him Crypto Domino, and we're trying to do that. We just exposed him now. Everyone's going to go after a guy called Richard. But Crypto Domino has got an opinion. He's a real lateral sort of thinker. He was actually originally heavily involved with We Are All Satoshi, and then it all fell apart. He reached out to us after we reached out to him 12 times, but we don't want to go down that track and tell people that story. But seriously, ShaveZ's was in a meeting one day, and he decided to put my phone number on the meeting, and people started ringing me and messaging me, telling me that ShaveZ wants to give me a miner, and he wants to hire me as the IT guy. How about that? Yes, that's, you hit it here first. And so I got everyone's phone number that texts me, and like every day I'd write them, I'm live. And Richard was one of those people. 12 emails later, Richard decided to start listening to my content, and then he realized it was a scam, and now he's one of our strongest supporters, and he's actually an Avenger. He's gone through the initiation and everything. It's brilliant. Also, we've got Bob. Yep, Bob. He's our, well, let's just say he's our hacker guy. He can take down 17 Zoom meetings in a heartbeat, which is quite exciting. And that's often he's hunting around the internet. He's got a bank of computers all lined up there, and he's infiltrating these Zoom meetings. And that's how we jumped into what did we jump into? NFT rewards yesterday. And just when we got in there, I tried to open up multiple connections, and they closed the Zoom meeting down so people couldn't join up. They thought they had their security locked, but we didn't. We were broadcasting them. We had all their names scraped off the internet. We had a thumbnail set up, and we were rocking and rolling. Within a minute, I've been notified that these guys were running another meeting. So it's really exciting. Rob is a professional stutterer. I'm a professional dyslexic person, unprofessional to be honest. Anyway, so Rob publishes videos, and he did one last night. It's only a short video, but it's a goodie, and he did it live. I have not watched it, so we'll have to watch it together. Oh, look, 8 hours ago, questions I'd ask ShaveZ, #1. Ooh, this is cool. I'm really excited about this. I had a sneak preview because I was talking to Rob just tonight. Last night, which is confusing for you guys because it's 7:18 a.m. and I was talking to Rob and I was cooking dinner about 8:30 last night, which would have been Tuesday night, which are really confusing, probably about the same time you are. And Rob read out a couple of the questions. I love the background, Rob. I love the look, and you were sounding pretty cool. So let's drop into Rob. The purpose of this is to make you crack up and laugh. So I hope you enjoy it. So news to hand, Rob Worley's in the house, and I'm actually going to make him full size. So it gets rid of me, and now he looks like he's not full size. So I'll reposition Rob. Let's see if we can fit him on the whole screen. What if we can actually go default? What if we go full screen? Oh, look at that. That's pretty sexy. Didn't know you could do that. I think we're all in the full screen there. All right, Rob, have the floor. Entertain us. He's dancing for us. Oh.
Hello, everybody. My name is Rob. Welcome to my show. Hopefully everything's going and broadcasting, and I feel like I haven't been on here for days, maybe even a week or so. It's quite crazy. But hopefully we're broadcasting live. I can't see anything in that window yet, but we're just going to press on with it. So today, ShaveZ is not here. Just in case you're wondering, ShaveZ is not here. But I just compiled a list of questions, and we'll see how this goes. Just in case he was here, what would I ask him? Like, what would I want to know? And how could I make it entertaining? So I'm just going to go through a whole series of questions, and we've got basically what we've got is that we've got the question, and we've got a corresponding image. And for some people, if you've been following the whole We Are All Satoshi, Hyper One, Boomerang, GameStop memes, and all this, hopefully you'll get the gist of where the thing is coming from, where the image comes from. If not, bad luck. And remember, it's live, so if you got any comments, any opinion, any corrections, you think I'm wrong, got any other questions of your own if Chavez was on an interview, please stick it in the chat room. We'd love to hear from you. And if you're a first-time listener, first-time caller, kind of thing like that, tell us where you're from. So let's get on with the show. Hopefully we won't have any issues with the sound or anything. But if we did, it wouldn't be a surprise, would it? So let's get on with the show. So this is Shavez's interview. This is phase number 1. If this goes like shit, there will not be a phase number 2. So let's get on with it. Let's put my cursor up there. So the first question I'd have, you've called the community stupid a few times. Is this kind of reverse psychology or what, Chavez? Because he has done early on. And I thought, oh my God, I can't believe people keep on listening to this. Second question for Chavez. You developed an AI, he said that, in your earlier days, which people are still using today. This is what he said. What was that, Chavez? What is the name of that AI that we're all supposed to be using to this day? It's all hush, top secret. Perplexity. Perplexity is his favorite AI. Is it still your favorite AI tool, Chavez, despite what it says about We're All Satoshi and Boomerang? And you see in there that it's not overly praiseworthy of the Boomer, aka Boondoggle. While Boomerang claims to offer revolutionary AI power, crypto arbitrage trading tool, the lack of transparency, etc., etc., etc. So we're just going to fly through these. My next question, do you think you could make ChatGPT better with one of those new scripts of yours, Chavez? Next question. Chavez, was Hyper One, which was the offshoot of Hyperverse and stuff, your first foray into opportunities? Question mark. Yes, that was his, well, that was the first one that we knew of anyway. Next question. Did you make much money before it collapsed? There's a photo of Chavez, who was the Asia Pacific head. And, of course, back then he was called Mr. Chavez Anwar. And that's him fitting into the structure that they had at the time. What about stable down, stable opinion? Is that you right there? Is that Chavez an early, what do they call him, caricature? But yeah, how did you go in stable down and stable opinion? Make much money? How much did that McLaren cost that we saw that had been wrapped with a Boomerang logo at the Dubai Expo thing? Did you take it for a spin? Another question that I might ask Chavez if he comes along, and Chavez, you're more than welcome to turn up. We'd love to know what your answers are. How successful was that Dubai Expo? Because we saw all that action, all those people over there. There was everything was a buzz, wasn't it? Everything was a buzz. Joe said corporates had bought a few $1 million, presumably in Boomerang licenses. Feeling any pressure because of that at the moment, Chavez? That's Pavel. That beta version, was that you or Pavel? Really? Who is Pavel anyway, and why have we only seen him once? All right, so what are your questions that you'd ask? Recently, you likened Boomerang to a Ferrari. Do you still liken that? What about now that it won't start? Ferrari's not much good if you can't turn it on, is it? Did anyone think to buy boomerangai.com? It's available. Will Boomerang be renamed if it doesn't make people's money come back? I've got a suggestion in there of a available website. Right there.
Boomerang stick.
Who suggested Boomerang in the first place, Chavez? I'm curious. Wonder if it came from the Australian contingent.
Have to, wouldn't it?
Do you think it's been a good Christmas present that people will remember fondly?
Oh, God.
This was the Christmas present. Remember, Boomerang was the Christmas present. Came out, first announced, I think, around about December 22nd. Yes. Wonder how many people went without their real Christmas presents, having bought a license. Who knows? Grace seems to be the constant in We Are All Satoshi. Is this her full-time job? Tell me about that DAO. Here we have the Affiliate Marketing 3.0 DAO LLC inactive, administratively dissolved as of not too long ago. Another question that I might have for ShaveZ's if he ever turned up was, have you thought about hiring a secretary so you don't forget things like whatever you needed but you forgot for the DAO? What will happen with the voting tokens now? There must be a whole pile of voting tokens that are just piled around with no use anymore. Was it going to be one person, one vote, or who would determine what you'd vote on? That would be quite crucial, I would think, in a DAO. What do you think people would sell? What do you think people would sell a $10,000 Boomer license for right now? I wonder if there's a bit of a discount floating around. If you have a $10,000 license, what would you sell it for right now? Stick it in the comment section. Next question for ShaveZ's if he was here. Was Google Forms ever going to look professional? Did you ever think of giving away a free set of Ginsu knives with each mining license? I see the We Are All Satoshi limited liability company folded too. Does this mean people are now liable? That's a bit of a serious question. Shouldn't really put that in there. Apparently administratively dissolved, something to do with tax. How's Sam? How's Sam Lee? No, seriously, is he okay? And what's he doing with himself? You offered Danny de Hek a role in marketing. Is that still available? Just asking for a friend.
No thanks.
What do you think about Crypto G decoding arbitrage trading? Pardon? He's the slow-speaking one with the rural-sounding accent, quite posh. How is the telephone support team you promised coming along? Still in training, perhaps? That was something that was promised a long time ago now. Late last year? Early this year? Not too sure. Another question. Have you changed the wallpaper in those offices yet? I thought you'd actually beat me to that on that one, Susie. Would you class GameStop memes a success, ShaveZ's? I don't actually know whether that meme came from GameStop memes or not. I thought it was quite funny. Has the GameStop memes creators' health recovered yet? And did you get a raise, or are you still on the 2% tech guy cut? Just curious. No one ever talks about this, these are the things that nobody ever talks about. Another question that I might have. Speaking of which, who was tech guy when you and Sam were both involved? How many people think about these things? But I'd love to know the answer. That day when you took over, did you just turn up and the office was unlocked with the passcodes on the desk? Just curious. It was the day when ShaveZ's became CEO. It just happened like that. Just happened like that. How many Bitcoin do you control now? And are they going up? Were you afraid it might hit $100,000? Think about that one. Can we see the bank deposit for Cashard Bank now? And are you concerned that they spelled Android wrong on their website? I'll give you a few seconds to look at Android on that screenshot.
Good spotting, Rob. Spelling, please. Evil laughter.
How did you manage that 36% interest rate? I'd love to know. That's a fantastic rate of return. And what happened to the second Vault Horizon? Did someone break the piggy bank? Don't hear of that one anymore. What else have we got? Board of Trustees, very low key these days. Everything good? What are Tammy, Gobi, and Tesfaye up to these days? So these are just some of the questions, random questions. If ShaveZ's ever came onto Onto my show, I might ask him, just randomly filled up in no particular order. Thought up, not filled up.
Rob.
Thought up in no particular order.
Blooper of the year.
BTCC and Boomerang. How are those ICOs coming along? God, that's terrible in there. Look at that. Oh, the graph seems to be trending down. Coin price holding steady. Do you have anything to do with that, Chavez? Were old films a motivator for blowing up the bridge? This happened around about December the 9th. That was just motivated in my head by watching the River Kwai, the bridge over the River Kwai or something, a few months ago. You ever thought of hiring a couple more developers to fix that bridge? Apparently there's ads everywhere. Another question I had, the change from 300x flash loan to 3x profit ceiling, any regrets? Like, you could have promised anything, really, couldn't you? Did you need market opportunities and peers in that code? Just curious. Some people may be wondering what the hell code I'm talking about. Do the people talking in the background when you're zooming piss you off, Sharpies? When I was going back through a lot of my old videos, I could hear all these people at, I don't know if it's his house or, it always gives me the impression that he's in a canteen or something. How long did it take? Oh, I've got a spelling mistake in here. How long did it take the coder to type the 250,000 characters in that payout schedule in the code? Imagine having to check that one. Oh, another question I might have. We're flying through these. Those top trades, the less than a buck ones that returned mega returns. Was that an inside job? How hot is Susie's stealth, eh?
Hey.
I told you you were in here, Susie.
Alan made that graphic.
Danny has asked for an interview several times, and now that you're not launching, are you free? Yes, his sound is shit, but look at his gear. Not that gear, by the way. All right, don't be cheeky. So that one on the right, just in case you're wondering, that is Danny de Hek, the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. Yes, unbelievable.
At the first internet cafe.
What's this one? How are those plans for the Zoom alternative coming along, mate? Chavez was getting frustrated with Zoom earlier in the year, late last year, and he was going to rattle up a Zoom alternative. If you could tamper with Richard's brakes, would you, on his truck? I think I would.
Oh, that's mean.
So we're talking about Richard Rudicki, who's one of the Avengers. Hello, Richard. Let's go. Who's your favorite presenter besides Lucky?
Sounds lucky. Oh, good question.
And if you could pay for surgery on one presenter, who would it be? Just curious.
David.
And that's it.
Nice.
That's it. So those were my first round of questions. You see, all right, the product of a bored mind came up with those. I came up with some more, but I thought I'd just give you a sampler to see how that went, and I'll work out whether or not I do some more tomorrow or the day after. I think I'm too scared to have a look in the chat room for these comments anyway.
Oh, no. He's going to get into a laugh.
Chavez won, apparently. Oh, no. Hello, Tiger. Susie, the new message in group from Lucky says that they have made 20 successful trades. Oh, we're going to get to that, ladies and gentlemen. So we've got three things that I want to sprint through, and all messages. Two of them are messages from Lucky. And I'll read out the first one. This was yesterday. Good evening, everyone. After seeing so many messages of confusion over the delayed launch of Boomerang, I just wanted to reiterate some of Chavez's words and clarify a few things. The audit report was received by Chavez, which he shared with me. Why didn't he share it with anybody else? And contained a few medium to high security issues or vulnerabilities with the smart contract. Chavez and the development team have worked through the security issues by having to make alterations to the smart contract coding. These alterations were completed and the smart contract code was resubmitted to auditors. As of now, which is the 16th of June at 2300 hours UK time, the resubmitted audit report is not back and the Boomerang URL cannot be published and go live until it is received. Now that's a choice, by the way, because I'm sure the auditors can't control what ShaveZ's does. And ShaveZ's fully expected the audit report to be back in time for us to go live this weekend. Really? Well, we gave you a timeline on that about 2 weeks before the audit was only going to take 3 to 4 days and testing was going to take 1 or 2 days, which left a whole lot of days, about 8 or more days free. At any rate, the message says, please understand that the audit report is not only for our benefit of authenticity, but also to prevent vulnerabilities in the platform. We must have a system that is secure from hacks and that operates smoothly from the start. A lot of time and money was spent into getting this audit report completed, and we must be patient as they are experts in code security and optimization, which will ensure our products is invulnerable.
Just in my own chat, there's a poll which I'm going to shut off in a second. This is really good stuff, actually. I didn't get this memo, but Rob's nailed it. But, we didn't set it's only going to take 2 or 3 days for the audit to happen message. He did. So it's just ridiculous. But I just had to chuck my 2 cents worth in there. Back to you, Rob.
Don't think that's good English, but never mind. For those who have asked for screenshots from the new DApp UI, excellent. Yes, I have been given the new URL for the DApp and will maintain ShaveZ's trust by not sharing until he gives the green light to do so. Oh my God. What now think about this, guys. Why couldn't you at least share the screenshots? Like, what would the harm in that be? That's crazy, in my opinion. I have received many messages about why ShaveZ was unable to attend the UK Zoom calls. ShaveZ will explain the reason to you all when he next communicates to the community. Well, that was actually untrue because he did communicate to the community, which I think was after that. And it said, attention, we have some excellent news from ShaveZ. The DApp is now deployed on the main URL, and we are currently testing the live MVP. Congratulations to all. The new URL will be released once testing is complete. Stay tuned for more updates. And then just an hour, maybe 2 hours ago, I think, not too long ago, and this was from Lucky. And it said, good morning, everyone. I have been receiving messages from the community about the latest round of testing, and I want to clear up any confusion. All testing prior to the URL being published yesterday was done in a closed environment using a test net. The testing currently being carried out is on the live Boomerang DApp URL with real trades. I'm thrilled to share that the testing has been incredibly successful. We've confirmed over 20 trades with no failures.
20 trades.
Now, look, before I go on, if at last count there was 86,500 users, you would need 86,500 trades per hour to allow each license holder 1 trade per hour. That's right. But they've said we've confirmed over 20 trades with no failures, no gas fees charged, and an incredibly user-friendly interface. Was it got big smiley emojis all over the place? Everything looks amazing, and I can't wait for you all to experience it soon, maybe in about 7 hours from now. Who knows? I hope this clarifies the reason for these additional tests. Not really. When we go live very soon, ShaveZ and the development team want to ensure a flawless experience for everyone. Thank you for your patience and support. Exciting times are ahead. Well, something's going to come to a head, is it? But we have heard this so many times before, haven't we? So just having a look in the chat room here. Yes, Susie saw the notice. More and more chatter.
Yeah.
Making many revisions on the playbook. That must be the reason for her business trip to Dubai. Yes, there was a photo of her flying what looked to be business class the other day. Her attire is quite fancy, probably a lot more than mine is. Invulnerable. Yes, yeah, not too sure what English playbook that came from. And Tiger says Susie Chavez did internship under Sam Lee in Hyper One and after completion degree applying knowledge in Boomerang. So there you go. Thank you. Just decided to have a little bit of fun tonight. Try something different. We'll see how it goes. If I don't know how will I measure success on that? I guess the number of likes. So if you thought that was terrible, give me a thumbs down. And if you thought that was okay or better, please give me a thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe if you got any value from this video. Trying to keep it lighthearted, but it is serious matter. There's a lot of money at stake, and remember, if you feel that you've been involved in any crypto opportunity, whatever it may be, please contact e-crimes at the Dubai police in the first instance and whatever your local authority is. Remember, and this was confirmed to me yesterday in an official email from the New Zealand government, that if there are no victims, there is no crime. No victims, no crime. No victims, no police investigation. And I think that's a general thing around the world for whatever it may be. So hope you got a little bit of entertainment. Remember, like, share, or subscribe. Until next time, thank you for everybody who commented in the chat room. Have a lovely night. And it's goodbye from him. It's goodbye from the cat. Meow.
Well done, Rob. That's absolutely brilliant. So that's that was Rob, obviously. We have actually got another video which we'll show you. Oops. What's interesting about this video is it's another secret video.
Yes, I on my team have
So this is just a support video, but I did get given it by Bob, a secret man. And in here, Vinny, I think it's called, it was talking about, his take on what he reckons is actually happening with Chavez. And I just found it quite interesting. I was listening to it in the background while I was doing some other work, but I think you'll find it interesting as well. And we'll just try to pick up some inconsistencies. And what I do here when I hear these guys talking is I actually hear Chinese whispers. I see that they're all being led by Chavez and Lucky, and they just repeat stuff. But he doesn't seem fazed by it. And that's what sort of made me want to play this now. And the reason why he isn't fazed by it is because he's just business as normal. He just wants people to buy and sign up for packages and make his money. And I did see videos because I was looking through some photos for Rob yesterday. And yeah, it was quite interesting. Just I saw his face in the meetings, this guy. So it was quite cool to actually see him face to face with Chavez and then also find a video of him helping and giving support. So let's just have a wee listen here and see what he says.
I don't know if it's a full report or just some generic info. That is because an audit report goes into the nitty gritty and every secret of a company, right? That you have your secret sauce. So that you may not want to put that out there because we're not open source. The Boomerang is not open source.
Now, there's a contradiction in itself. I didn't actually pick up on this, but originally the whole project was going to be open source, and that now they're telling us it's not open source. So they've changed that. I don't know if you noticed that.
Closed source. So there is where your intellectual property is sitting. So you don't want to have that on the web. But you may have some generic information of the report you will post, like the company that audited it, what was audited, the generic finding, like the summary. So that most likely is going to be, so that most likely is going to get posted. Yeah. But I don't know the date yet. I think they're all waiting for this thing to go live, Boomerang to go live. And then all of the other things are up. This weekend and Sunday for me. So yeah, this weekend, this weekend we have to go live. So they were trying to push it maybe even today, but yeah, if the audit the response to the audit isn't coming in today, they cannot push it in live yet. Because they found a vulnerability, they had to solve it and give it back to the audit to be done. And once that is said, yes, it's good, only then they would then publish it. But they expected that to happen today. So that's why between today and tomorrow we should go live. Yeah, everybody is waiting on that.
Yep. So this is what they get fed, and this is what they believe. And obviously they're talking and we can't hear them. But he does say some other interesting stuff because people are obviously saying they're not happy of some sort. What's he doing to his microphone? Oh, no, is it us? No, it's our guy.
Oh, yeah. So many, I mean, within WAS, remember, your downline just has a wallet address. Because remember, we're talking about crypto here. We're not talking about fiat, right? So you send money to another wallet. Like I'm doing that a lot because I have multiple accounts. So from my withdrawal wallet, I'm sending it straight to another. Yes, correct. Yes. Yeah, correct. Yeah. And it is not internal, it is still the blockchain, right? So it goes as fast as the blockchain handles that. The nice thing about it is that there are no fees with it. So if you send 50, literally 50 comes out of your wallet and 50 ends up in the other wallet, which is much better than if you're using a normal exchange, right? Because there they will charge you maybe a U1 USDT or a certain percentage in fees. Yeah, right. Which is okay. So, but within WAS, it happens on the blockchain, but there are no fees with it because the company's thinking is, listen, whenever you're getting a commission, whatever commission is being paid, they're already charging you a 2% fee, right? So they say, since we already charge you the fee, if you want to transfer the money, why charge you the fee again, right? So fair is fair. Yeah, fair is fair. So there's no double taxation, you would say. Um, yeah, so it's only once and that is okay. Hey, we're in the Caribbean. We're in the Caribbean. Well, it's always hot. And we're going towards the hot seasons, which the September is the hottest month. That is also the heights of hurricanes. It is now, let me see.
Who really cares, to be honest? But interesting enough, hopefully I've got...
Yeah, it's now 33 degrees Celsius. I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, but it's hot. But the nice thing about St. Martin is a very hilly island. So like I live on the hills. So they have there's a lot of wind. Yeah. No, some places they're just flat and...
All right, so that's enough of that. But basically, that video is not online, but I'll keep it in case I never need to relaunch it again. But I just wanted to sort of give you an idea what the other leaders are actually. Do you know where St. Martin's is, do you? This is a recording. Yes, it's not live. Sorry for not putting up a wee message for you there, Crypto G. You probably didn't know what was happening then. I'm going to just bring up some other interesting points. There's a few new websites out at the moment. This is Get. What am I trying to say? Actually, I lie. I wanted to show you something else I've been working on at the same time. There's a guy out there at the moment who's promoting a platform called Get Fit. And I basically trying to find a Zoom connection so I can go in there and, basically hack into it. And the reason why I want to do that is this is the guy here. His name's something Brendan. I think this is Brendan. So I've got a placeholder already available. But when I'm looking at a website, when I first go to a website, so this is the website that he was promoting. Do you notice the atoms in the background? I mean the stars in the solar system. And then when you go to another website, you see the same telltale. Now this is another. I'll just chuck this in the chat room. Another Yeah, I can't read that. So that's the problem. Is even though I can see that word, I can't see it. But Ivy, is that what we're talking about?
Ivy.
Yeah, it is. So Ivy. Oops, too loud there. So Ivy is promoting Quick Steps, and I look at that and I go, wonder who developed that website. Well, I reckon it's the same developers that promote We Are All Satoshi's website. So then I get given another website to look at, and I see these are very bright stars, but it's like a tag that a website developer will use. So here's another new live trading bot, and here's another website with those atoms in the background. Then this is a company in the UK, which I were told was associated to Stable Deo. And if I went through here, which I'm not going to go too much in, but actually, if you look through these photos here, you have a look at this. This will shock you if you have been following my YouTube channel for the last. So I'm just going through this. I've been told that this may be associated with that looks very much like Landy, but we can't prove that. But I'm going through here one day and I'm just having a look at these people's and wondering if I recognize any faces, as you do, just screwing through here, nothing to see here, move along, nothing to see here. Oh, there's another one. Conrad Swains. He's the guy that used to work with Sam Lee. Wow, that's interesting. And you come through here a bit more and you think, wonder if I'll recognize any other face. And then wait for it. If it's still here, wait for it. No. Oh my goodness. Would you believe they have removed the photo? They have removed the photo. People watching me. Have they removed me? They have removed me. No, they haven't removed me. God, that was funny. Let's have a look at new partners, investors, clients, Conrads. Conrads? Sounds very Russian. Just saying. No. Interesting. No. So there was a photo there of Susie Lawrence, and she has gone. New partners, clients. Let's try new partners just for shits and giggles. That was a snippet off the home page. Where is it? All these royalty-free images. If you're a company and you want to set up a website, partners. Oh my goodness, that's open up a window to email them. Don't want to do that. But anyway, there was a photo there of Susan Lawrence, and I actually have a video of it. Funny enough, clientele, investors. Yeah, so it's been removed. But I was amazed that I found a website that had the stars and it was connected. I found Mr. Swaney Waney in there. I'm just curious. I'm actually baffled by the fact. And there's my stars in the background again. Anyway, forget that. Let's go here. So let's go to WAS. Notice you've got the same stars in the background. Do you think they're the same, made by the same website developer? Who would know? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep an eye out for him. I'm looking for a Zoom meeting, and I've got my thumbnail all ready to rock and roll for him. And I'm going to actually make a place, and I'm going to find this guy because he's promoting Get Fit Mining, which is another one. So I'm going to get rid of that. I think we're just about done for the day. If you are wondering more about me, you saw some photos that Rob brought up. Well, that's Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, and that's where Rob would have pinched my photo. Now I'm standing in a place called Arthur's Pass, and that we track down the side there. That's one of my most favorite places. That's one of my favorite places, just around that rock and up the road by about a kilometer is my favorite hut when I go tramping. And this is me in Queenstown. What else we got? This is my motorbike. I love motorbikes. And this was at a place called Steampunk, which is something I like, steampunk stuff. You might notice a lot of my imagery is actually steampunk stuff. That's my motorbike. I asked Helen to take a photo of that. She's go on, I'll get up there. If the handlebars are too far apart. That's me one day around the man about town doing a mobile podcast just because we could. It's they've got a lot of blank spaces in my hometown because we had a massive earthquake here over 10 years ago. That's me. That's the thinker. That photo's been used in the paper numerous times. It's me when I'm thinking. It's what I look like. This here was, I think that could be Queenstown or Melbourne. That's me. See the wee camera that I've got there? That's my favorite camera. And that is the camera I'm actually using right now to record, which is quite cool. And then the other one is me in my car. I used to have a company called Elite 6. I now have different plates in my car, but that's how that works. And then we're back to the start. But if you go here, you can read my story. And if you want to read about me and my history, then that's cool. And if you haven't got a about you story, maybe this might encourage you to do so. I actually started out life as a painter and a decorator. My first computer was a 486 SX25. Does that ring any bells? Not a Commodore, not a 7.5-inch floppy computer, but no, I had proper diskettes. And I started up Christchurch's first internet cafe way back. People used to come in and use our computers, and then we used to charge them $5 an hour to use the internet. Yes, internet cafe. That was my mate, Peter Young, still good friends. He lives in Australia. He was owned a nightclub. The nightclub didn't work. He was just about to go and broke. There's my key collection that I still miss on the wall there. I used to collect antique keys as a hobby. Rob would have loved that. That's me when I first hired a photographer to get some photos of me doing my thing. That's me holding an iPhone 5 probably, an iPad, and my iPad, and this was me, the mad scientist. So it's a lot of fun in there. This is I do a lot of travel photography. I call myself a street photographer. This photo was taken in India in 1999. Prince would have loved me saying that. These are 3 little girls hanging at the back of the bus. Look at the way they are dressed. And I wanted them to look up to me at the same time so I could take a photo. And I couldn't get all 3 to look at me at the same time, but I took about 10 photos, but they were just so cute. I finished up finding the best way to get their attention. That was to throw money at the back of the bus. It was a bit of a crack up, but that's one of my all-time favorite photos. But it was taken on a Sony Cybershot with I always say it wrong, but Carlos lens, and it was a fixed lens on the camera. And I went through the Middle East taking that photo. But I used to have a big travel network called New Zealand's Information Network, and it was basically a blog with a website with over 1,000 blogs on it. So if you go to my website, you click on blogs, you will probably wonder why I've got so much information. So, for example, activities, bungee jumping. So New Zealand is known for a mecca of adventure activities. So I used to have a writer who used to write information for me, and I used to wrap this what you do in New Zealand stuff around people who advertise with me websites. So right now, that's actually me drinking out of a stream there. Look at that. That's what you can do in New Zealand. You can literally drink out of a river. Just the other day, we went and swum with the dolphins in Akaroa, which is, and Helen was the photographer there, and she took photos. So, but a lot of these activities, I used to go there, and they used to let me do these activities, except for the flying. And then I would just be like a journalist style sort of guy, which is pretty privileged. At the time, it was pretty groundbreaking stuff. I've had offers to do bungee jumping, but I don't like it. I went to the West Coast once, and I said to them, would you be interested in doing a website? And 14 helicopter rides later, I did. The Hot Air Balloon Company, I did a website for them. Fly-by-wire doesn't exist anymore, but I leave it there because it's a bit of my memorabilia. Hiking on a glacier, something that not everyone does, but it might be quite common in some countries, but not in New Zealand. But we've got a glacier that goes right down to the ocean. My wife used to be into horses at the time, so when we used to go and do treks, we used to grab some photos. Oh, these are not my photos, by the way. Hunting one here. Just yet last night, I was up quite late again, and I was corresponding with a hunting outfit who I still do their website. So I still have my hand in a bit of web hosting. So if you do want to host any websites, do reach out to me. I could probably still look after you in that avenue. But that's what I used to do in a former life. And if you're on my website and you're kind of wondering what I do, like whitewater rafting, blackwater rafting, scuba diving, rock climbing. So, I used to hire a travel writer. This is before ChatGPT came out. And provide all these articles to people. So let's just say we went to theme parks. Now, in other countries of the world, theme parks are quite prominent, but there was just a little paragraph about New Zealand theme parks. We have one. Go to the very bottom of my website. You'll see all those articles linked together, but then you can go into maybe my outdoor shop, and you can see this is how I actually support myself now, and we're not doing that well at the moment, so any donations or monies would be much appreciated. But I'm actually trying to sell some of my website, so you can see how I incorporate what I do into how I make my living. So that photo I just had on my other website was a photo of me just around the corner from my favorite hut. It takes last time I walked in there, it actually took me from we left at 4 and we got there at 11 o'clock at night. I sell, but I sell camping gear. I have an outdoor shop. People come along here every day and buy products, and then I basically buy them from China and get them delivered to people's doors. That's what we call drop shipping, and that's how we sort of roll. So when you are on my website, you'll find every now and again you'll see Danny has actually done what he's meant to do. If you go to the my YouTube channel, and if you use the navigation along the top and go to playlist, in the playlist area, you'll see I've got quite a few different playlists, and at the moment you'll be able to see one that's drop shipping. And in here, I basically give you videos on the drop shipping that I do, and that's sort of how I roll, really. So I think we're pretty much done. I've just actually in here as Edmund Hillary at the moment. This is actually a Zoom meeting which we stumbled across yesterday, and that was for NFT rewards. So I was just in there wondering if they're going to fire up another meeting. These are the thumbnail of today. So, hey, Lucky, test the arbitrage. We need more crypto. And then she's come back and said, I made 50 cents, ShaveZ's. Getting rich like this? Question mark. Yeah, right. Remember, you're going to make 50 cents every time you do a trade if we're looking at what they've been predicting lately. So that was the thumbnail for today's meeting. And this was the thumbnail that we created on the fly as this company come out here to start up another Ponzi scheme, and we're right on their tail. And we've got their database of members. So people like Anthony Lee, Terry Peterson, all these people that use their real names, we've got them, and they're now in our database. And we'll be watching and growing our database as time goes on. This video, as I showed you yesterday, we released another video exposing ShaveZ's, who was working under Sam Lee at Hypertech Group. So I've got 3 videos online now of ShaveZ's actually working for Hypertech Group. This was the thumbnail for yesterday's meeting that we got quite good traction on. Together forever, richer than ever. Catch us if you can, crypto fans. And Lucky's come back and said, love and loot, the perfect getaway. Sorry, suckers, we're off to paradise. If they ever launch this, I will eat my hat, and I'll be quite happy to do so. But then we, that evening, they went to, well, in my afternoon at 11 o'clock at night, they were actually meant to launch, to actually do US Prime, and then they had technical difficulties. And ironically, it was just at the time when I released my video and everyone was looking at ShaveZ's working for Hypertech Group. I don't know if they had an influence, but let's just pretend it did. That would have been fun, wouldn't it? But here they are. They had no US in Prime, but I did actually produce a video, and we did actually do a bit of a summary like we're doing now about what's been happening. So we can't always broadcast these meetings because they're chickening out. They've got, and to see Chantal back today, I mean, that there is absolutely incredible, because we contacted the Brain Trust, and I will resend that email and demand an answer. So the Brain Trust is the organization that Chantal works for, and she's meant to be a partner in it. And we have showed them footage of her promoting a Ponzi scheme. And if you are sitting here thinking, I'm not sure it's a Ponzi scheme, then we have on our fingertips, we have like cease, desist and refrain order from the state of California, telling people they're not to promote it. And then we have other things like they claim that they are a DAO. So we had, I think I'm going to get rid of that one. So here's their DAO, and here they are. It's been archived. This entity has come to the end of its life cycle and can no longer be reinstated. So here they are, an organization that claims they're going to be a DAO, and it's not. Here's another website, Trade 11. Now, this website is actually built on Wix, which is a poor platform to build on. And I thought we had, this one might be totally independent. So let's say if I was ShaveZ's and I wanted to cause some concern around people copying my code, why wouldn't I throw, let's say $10,000 at this and tell them to create a website that looks like we've got a competitor? Because what's unusual about this is we've seen trash shit. He's got this on his bookmark. So you can see my bookmarks at the top up here. Well, we can see trash shit's bookmarks. He's bookmarked this as like one of his prominent bookmarks. So what's going on there? So that was sort of an interesting thing. As I said, my drop shipping, which you don't need to look at. But yeah, check out this. When you see these websites with these atoms, let me know. Provide us information, because here's another new life trading bot. I don't know anything about this at all, but I'm guessing it's just another a new skin on a website. And while we are here, I am going to do one other thing before we get now. Get Fit Mining, another organization that claims they can't get themselves on the App Store. They reckon they're going to have an app. And then we've got this guy, Brendan Irvine, promoting. It just goes on and on. So these scams just don't rest. There's a photo of Lucky. This is when she was on the way to Dubai just the other day. And now you can see I've actually taken that out and used it for other things. All right. So one thing I wouldn't mind doing just before we go is we're going to go to URL Scan. URLscan.io is a fantastic website. If I put in a website called app hyphen, today I won't put an hour in it, boom, Boomerang dot, I can scan that website. And why that's a good thing to do is because this clever software scouts around the internet looking for any like-minded website. Now, I can only assume that if they, what am I trying to say? If they, what am I trying to say, kids? If they have got a website online under another URL, this software here that we're using to scan could potentially pick it up. Now, Rob gave us some really good boomer stick. Would have been really cool. We could not scan this website, which is a shame. I don't know why. Have I spelled it wrong again? Boomerang? At Boomerang? It seems like it's that used to be. I'm sure I've spelled that right today. Yesterday I decided it needed an R in it, but for some reason, Boomerang. And for some reason, my software can't scan this website. That sort of pissed me off. Have I spelled it wrong? How many test flash loans did Lucky say they had successfully done on the new contract? She said 20. So we can actually have a quick look at that. I need to go to work today, but we're doing all right for time. But for some reason, I can't scan my favorite website. There is other things that you can do. If you go to utilities on my bookmarks, you can go to the Internet Archive. And you can go. Now, where would I find them if I were going to look at those Crypto G? But you can put old websites into places like archive.org. And if it's been on there long enough, you can actually find, a website. So this is quite interesting here. What that's just actually found actually one indexing session. So I'm going to make that bigger for you, but whether that comes up with what I think it is, it will be another thing. So let's have a look, see if we can find, there it is. So May the 31st, the archive.org did actually come along and grab that. Let's see if I can open that up in a new tab. It did 2 grabs, but I can only see one visible. But theoretically, we should just about see a new website. And while that tour is loading, we will just go and have a look at the, I don't know where to look. Where do we look for activity? I still can't amaze that. Have I spelled that wrong? I don't know. 25 days ago was the last time we saw any activity on that one. Suppose if we go to DeFi, DBank, if we go home. So if we look at ShaveZ's key wallet, we should see activity in there. Remember, we're following him on the blockchain like a mofo. $71. So that means if he was using USDT something or other, you would expect to see money in here if he was doing arbitrage trading, because this is where they top up the wallets here. That's what I'm going with. So the last bit of activity on his own wallet was 7 hours ago. Unknown, 7 hours ago. So we're going to follow some of those when they load. Oh, these are all stupid things. 7 hours ago, there was a bit of activity here, a 10% trade. Now, this is interesting. Is that a trade? No. And is it failed? So, oh, this is interesting. Are we looking at this together? To this. This is one of the creator. So there was a smart contract created for a fund controller, and it seems like they had ShaveZ's gassed it with 10 cents. That's unusual, isn't it? So I just wanted to click more stuff here and see if I can find anything else that might resemble something intelligent. And that's the 10 cents there, I think. So I'm just going to have a wee look at that and go into this controller wallet. And while that's loading, I'm just going to go back here and see if there's anything loaded here. Nothing captured there and nothing captured there. Well, that's a bit of a letdown. But theoretically, if that Boomerang license had been online for more than 10 minutes, we would have actually had some form of page that we could have looked at. But we're a wee bit in the dead, to be honest. I'm going to give you another example in there, though. If I went to dehek.com, even though I spelt that wrong, and you went to archive normally, let that load while I'm shutting that one down. Is it going to work? So if you go to a normal website that isn't running a scam, it didn't work. Let's go. Just to rip the hem on your 90. You'll be here all day, guys. You'll never get off the computer because Danny won't shut up. Okay, so now Danny would put his website address in there, press enter, and what you'll see is if you put a normal website into archive.org, one that's been there for 100 years, normally you will get all the time that this archive service goes along and index the pages. And if you ever lose a page in your website and you're thinking, oh my goodness, I remember having that page 5 years ago, you can go to the archive. And a lot of people, go there for updates. So you can see that my website has been registered since 2002. So that's 22 years ago. And I used to have a travel and tourism network, and it used to be called New Zealand, newzealand.co.nz. And if you went to that, you'll see that website was just pumping and dumping. No, it wasn't. But that was also back to 2002. And if you click on any of those, and you'll see that, for example, you can see it visited my website on the 10th, and it indexed it 3 times. So then you click on that sucker there, and then that will take you straight into an old version of your website. That won't be functional, and it's not hosted anywhere because this has been removed off the internet. And that's my old travel and tourism network. And you can actually see, it looks like I'm sitting there in my undies. Could be, but that's my old office. So I used to have a webcam that used to update every 60 seconds. I hope I am. But my wife used to sit to the right and I should sit to the left, and I had a laptop each, and they used to have a screen. That was my big setup. Then I have to go through and see if I can find a proper, take of that. And if you go down here enough, you can find the About Us page, and you'll find every aspect of a website will actually be indexed. And you can go through, and as you can look at that, and then you can go, well, let's go to the last grab of the About Us page. I don't even know if I can do that. Let's go to, you go to there. Making a bit of a mess of this now. But you'll get later versions of the website. As times went on, you'll see, have I stuffed this up, haven't I? I think I have. Load in. Oh, and you can see I rebranded. And then I had a new logo made, and it was scanning the nation for your information. And then you can basically go through there. And once again, you go to the About Us New Zealand page, and that will bring up a version of my website. So it's a really handy resource. But if we get any updates, we will come back and tell you, because that's not a problem. It's taken ages to load. There's no style sheets. Just want everything, don't you? So let's have a look. I'm just going to bring it up because, oh, God, I just stuffed up on that. 1 second, please, caller. Oh, so painful. Come on, load. Let's go back to here while we're waiting. Okay, so 4 hours ago, there was activity. Is that what we're looking at? 4 hours ago, there was activity, but no. So this is ShaveZ's. He created a contract address. 7 hours ago, he put 10 cents into it. And now we're sitting here looking for something that we could potentially say, oh, I think he's doing stuff. Who knows? But we can't see any arbitrage trading. So it's just a absolute wicked. Why is he a whiz? What's he done? You'll find them on my video when it comes out. Ooh. Well, there's an excuse to promote his YouTube channel, Crypto G. If you want to see his new video, have you really got 20 trades? Goodness me, you better not have 20 trades that you know have happened that we can't see. That would be expected. So check out that. So that's us, guys. I think we've done our dash. There's my there was my website at the time. You can see that's very similar to one I've got now. And my mate was advertising the shoes on there. So it's pretty cool, isn't it? It's pretty cool what you can do on the internet these days. Anyone can be a website developer. Anybody can create a website. Anybody can create a scam. And we don't want you guys to get scammed. But there was the meeting today. So that was the meeting for the 19th of June, 2024. And I'm Danny de Hek, and I've got a thing on my nose. Let's take that away. And I just have to say, no arbitrage trading today or tomorrow. We're 109 days back and behind, and it's just a pointless exercise even coming out here. So tomorrow will be Wednesday, and I'm going to call it a product launch day, which means they, I believe, may even drop a new token where people can invest who really believe the BTC network. Now, remember, if you are if you are in the BTCC network and you've got a ton of money in there because you've been earning rewards because you're referring people, you can't get your money out. So naturally, what they'll do is they'll provide a product that is absolutely worth shit, and they'll put it in the back end, and you can use the money that you can't get out of your monopoly to buy these new products. And that will make it look like that everyone's buying these products, and if you don't buy one, you're missing out. But what the reality is, people can't get their money off the platform because the bridge has been shut around about the 20th of December for We Are All Satoshi. And the only thing you can do is buy products within their network. So it's like they're playing in their own metaverse. So prediction of tomorrow is they won't be able to launch the arbitrage trading because the development team has been flat tack trying to work on the bugs, and they've got a few things. They've been working around the clock, and everyone's queued up at the coffee machine. But at the same time, they've had time to potentially develop a new product that they're going to drop that you can invest in with new USDT, or you can use your stale tokens that you've got on the back end that you can't get out, never will get out. So wake up is my message to people who think that ShaveZ's isn't full of shit. And if you know better than us, then come in here and tell us all about it. But I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I'm here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. If you've got any tips, advice, or if you're trying to report a scam, remember to go to dehek.com. Go to the blog that's pinned to the homepage and report. As Rob said in his video, that there is no crime until you report a crime. So that's why these projects like ShaveZ's never have a end date. They keep you stringing along. They've already got your money. They've already taken $140 million off the platform, and they've got your money. They've given 65% of it away to the affiliate marketing team, and we don't even know whether they could get their money off their platform either. We don't know anyone that has actually managed to get money back to USDT. The only person I do know that actually has got their money back was Richard the truck driver, because Susie found someone who was so in love with the BTC network, they decided to buy his BTC off him, and he got his money back. So maybe that's a way of getting your money out. If you've lost faith in the system and you just thought I've been shafted, find some believer within the platform and sell them your goodies, because they're certainly not goodies. Please be brave and report. You can help someone else from being scammed. And that is so true. And I actually have the report link that's going to pop up on the screen in a second. Report link. And I've got a shortcut set up for that, and how to report cybercrime and cryptocurrency scams. And before I go, I must finish the what do you call it? The poll. In poll. And the poll is, the question was, let's get the poll up. will Boomerang AI trading bot launch this time? And the options were yes, and unicorns are real. 35% of people believe unicorns are real. Only if soon means never, and that was 26% of people. Maybe if pigs start flying, 21% of people picked that option. And no, just more fairy tales, 16%. We had 42 votes, and that's very good. So I'll have the poll results in the description of this video, and also in the description of this video that you're watching. By all means, I'll give you the full story. I update that quite often. Also, if you want to support the channel, please do so. There's a thanks button just underneath this video. If you hit thanks, give us a couple of bucks. We'll help keep the show going. Alternatively, you can actually go to my website. On the bottom right hand side, I've got a buy me a cup of coffee link, and I do like money. I am trying to make a living out of this. I'm not doing very well at the moment, but all these things will help keep this show going, and I'll use the money wisely. And thank you to the 3 people that actually donated coffees to me over the last couple of days. I haven't got back and thank you, but I do thank everyone for their donation. So that's us, and we're gone. And thanks to Rob for letting me pinch his videos, and I'm looking forward to Rob's new video and new questions he's going to ask ShaveZ's when he gets some more out there. All right, see you in the next video, guys. Have a great day, or evening, or morning. What have you got? It is now 21 minutes past 8 in the morning, and it's Wednesday morning here in New Zealand. So I'll see you guys.